Hello, yellow, mellow, are we well, lads? Hello, it is Tuesday, and says, I wake up, it's minus 24 Celsius. I hope you're staying wrapped up and very well, looking after your good self. Let me say hello to the people. Jedi Fire, thank you for gifting, oh my goodness, 3 months of tier 1 to Just a Goat in a Tree and Athrodusk, and gifting a sub to I Am Diamond, and welcome back, Diamond. How are you keeping? Clown Car, thank you for 6 months. That's a while. That's a good little while. Let me say hello to the people. I'll say you as I see ye. Oopsie Day Fionn, hello. Caroline, best NPC. Diamond, yellow. And Just G, and Jedi Fire, and Kuma, yellow. And Johansson, and Just a Goat in the Tree, and Keza, and Athrodusk, yellow, and Kyle, and Threadhead, and Bulminator, and Delandry, yellow, Mini Munchkin, hello, and Marcus Reed. It's supposed to be cold out there in the northern hemisphere, at least. Drake and Blake, hello, Travel Nerd, hello, Josh Canary, hello, and Yaz, hello, Saki, and Pigeon, hello, Pigeon says, I don't know how long I'll be staying today because my dad's coming by and helping with putting up some shelves. Fair play to your dad, and I hope the shelves go up, and I hope they stay on that wall. They better stay on that wall. They better stay on that wall. Calliope, hello, Evie's favourites, and Wellark, yellow, Unusual Dragon, and Zoton, and Waldron Hawk. Are we all well, lads? And thank you. Oh my goodness, again, last night, it was just, I'm so happy about the Minecraft server launch. I haven't been able to get over it. Like, I've been thinking about it non-stop. I'm so happy. Alice Wallace, hello. Alex Burb, yellow. Is Dave all right? Oh, Dave is fine. I think he kind of calmed down. He got to, you know, he's cooled down overnight significantly. He's all right. Look at him. Sorry, my hair is a bit weird. It's not weird. It's just kind of, it's doing its own thing today. Jeff, hello. How are you doing?
I was taking a walk by the river and someone on the other side yelled, "How do I get to the other side?" So I yelled back, "You are on the other side."
Jeff, thank you for the bits. Oh my goodness. Mozzarella, hello. Also, Jeff, how are you doing? Jail Canty, thank you for 18 months. That is a double sub, baby. A double, 2 of them. 2 of them. How are you doing, Jail Canty? Lovely to see you. Hang on, my cables are... I need to wrap this cable up again. Look at the length of my headphone cable. Look at this. It's so long and I keep rolling over it and I'm really afraid I'm going to, you know, damage it.
Crime?
Of course we'll commit a time. I mean, no crimes. No crimes. Oh my goodness, Deandra, thank you for the bits. Lads, thank you for kicking off a hype train. I'm a little bit... I feel like I'm always sniffly, but I particularly feel like my sinus is trying to crawl its way out through my forehead, like horror film style. I won't get into that too much, but if I'm a little slow to respond, which I know I can be anyway, that's what's going on. Kuma says you look so cute today. Thank you. I'm wearing comfortable... This dress is really comfortable to wear, and I'm literally... This is a dressing gown. It's a dressing gown. A house coat, as you may say in some parts. But it's comfortable. It's just a long cardigan, you know? It's just a long cardigan. Oh! Little thing, because otherwise I'll get carried away and I'll forget to say it. Oh, Cheesy Bug, thank you. You're very kind. I hope you're keeping well. And Alex Burb, thank you for the bits.
Health first. If you gotta finish early, it's alright, smile.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I think I'll be fine. Like, I just can't go pure mental. What's on my keyboard? That's Later's problem. Tobeans, hello! Next time we talk about some fashion advice, I will help you out. How are you doing, Tobeans? Are you well? Are you very, very well? Oh, it's nice to see you. FaZe Daniel says, I guess Jingle Bells is done. Time to bring in some new decor. Now, bold of you to assume I'll remember to replace everything. Oh, quick thing. Before I get distracted, because I will get distracted. There's a new sub goal for this month, and I thought I'd kick it off while we have a hype train ongoing. We have a sub goal. Do you want to see the sub goal? This month's goal of the sub variety, and I did very quickly run this by a few people in Discord. I should have done it sooner. But, drum roll! Our new sub goal for this month, and I will deliver on the other one next week. New monitors. I forgot. Oh, I forgot to update the command. Hang on. Don't do exclamation mark sub goal yet. Hang on. I forgot to update the stream elements command. Give me a second. New monitors, because I don't own the monitors I'm using for streaming. If we hit our sub goal this month, I will be able to replace the monitors I'm borrowing for streaming with ones I own. Hooray! There you go. Now you can do exclamation mark sub goal. So, a lot of my streaming setup has been borrowed pretty much since I started streaming, and I've been trying to slowly replace and give back all the stuff I've been borrowing from people. And the monitors, I think, are the last things. Like, I was borrowing a capture card for almost a year at one stage. Actually, no, it might have been longer. Over a year. I was borrowing an Elgato HD60S for a while, but yeah, that's like it's the very last thing, because then I own everything and I don't have to worry about, you know, giving stuff back eventually. It'll all be my stuff. So that's the sub goal. That's the goal. That is the sub. Jeff said, why do you do monitors? Do I not monitor chat enough? Am I not good for you? That's it, I quit! Please don't quit. Please, I'm begging you, Jeff. I'm begging you. Jedi, thank you for gifting 5 subs to Nep, the Keys Steak, Dimas, Admiral Jones, and Marshmallow Yoshi. Has knocked up to 200 flat. Ah, thank you so much. Ah! Thank you. You're very good. You're very, very good. Already a third of the way, and it's Umbongo! I'm here, please help me do this. How dare you help me? Umbongo, thank you for gifting 5 subs to Rhythm King, Salmony Soup, Pat in the Frat, Wayward Prophet, and Seri Lem. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Holy moly. Caroline says, will 600 subs be enough to cover the monitors? I know how much monitors cost. So, you won't be fully covering. Like, I've been putting a couple of quid aside, and I have a little Christmas money left over that I can put with that. I don't know if I would ask you to cover the entire cost, because they could get quite pricey, and I want to try and get like some monitor arms so that I can move them around a little more easily as well. So I'll either replace. I'll probably replace, so I have 3. Let me give you a quick run through. I have the 2 here. Demon, welcome in, how are you doing? I have the 2 monitors here that are connected to the gaming PC, and then I have 1 monitor here that's connected to the stream PC, and all 3 are on when I'm streaming. So I'm definitely gonna replace these 2 with like real good ones, and I could get like a little portable monitor for this since I only use it for streaming. Wildred Hawk, thank you for gifting a sub to Calliope, lads. For anyone who's newly subbed, let's see a little good egg. One egg. 1. Or maybe 2. I mean, look how sub goes to 1,000. No, that's too much. I can't ask that much of you. You're already so kind. Especially since it's January, you know, it's post-Christmas. I don't want to be putting that kind of pressure on people. I don't feel comfortable bumping it up yet. I say that and you're all there like, bump it up. I don't want to do that. Not yet, at least. Chris, hello, and Dr. Metal Warrior, hello. How are we doing? Are we all very, very well? Oh my goodness, smash the sub goal, you guys, thank you. Seriously, you're all very good, and not to get real sappy on you or anything, but it's because of you that I've been able to replace already so much. I mean, you helped me build the stream PC last year, so thank you. Thank you. You were all very good. You're all very, very good. So today, we're going to be taking down the Christmas decorations. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to do it, but I do actually kind of want to do it, because I want to clear everything out. I want to make everything tidy. Wildred Hawk, thank you for gifting us up to Marcus Reed. There you are now. There you are. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. I don't know what to do with you. Among Us is pumping up. Let's get Cake looking like a stockbroker. 10 monitor setup. Just like 5 million. Oh, goodness. And Twisted Wizard, thank you so much for the bits. Actually, I want to just see when this come in. Does it read out? Because TTS Man went off for 69 bits yesterday, and I don't know why. He wasn't supposed to. I don't think it... Okay, I think it might just be because I had an alert thing with that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'll sort that tonight. Oh, goodness. Jeff says, I think you're replacing my monitor setup as well. It can add up quick. Exactly. It can get pricey, so I just thought it would take a little strain out of it. But don't you be like, we gotta buy it all for cake. Don't worry. Don't worry. I got a plan. Like, a little plan. And Maven, thank you for 17 months. I'm back in Scotland for uni and my feet are suffering while breaking platform docks. It'll be worth it. Once you break in a pair of docks, you're living. You're living. Life is good. And Sadina, thank you for 2 months. I thank you very, very, very much. TTS man says, sad he could never join us in saying, nice. Lads, are we ready to play some video game? Now, I know that's a bit crazy. That's a bit crazy. But we're gonna play some video game. Kate, you do something to replace the Streamhouse donation system? I haven't gotten on that yet because PayPal is being really, really weird, so I might have to figure that out. Might actually make it. I'm gonna write that down. I'll do it tonight. Beard Game Reviews, thank you so much for subscribing for the very first time. Thank you.
Step 1, raid PC World. Step 2, give cake monitors.
World, PC World. Do they still have that ad? We don't have PC World. We have Curry's PC World. It's a Curry's PC World. It's pretty spicy. I'm sorry. That was a terrible joke. I'll only make it 3 more times today. It's just Curry's now. We have Curry's PC World. Oh wait, did they change to just Curry's here? I don't know. Thank you for the bits, Jedi. You're too good. You're too good. Oh, you have Curry's PC World as well. You just call it PC World. Because it used to be PC World. I think maybe we had Curry's. I don't know. I don't know. Oh my goodness. Iconic Liz, hello, playing video games on Twitch. Insane! How are you doing? And Amber She, hello. PC World is nowhere they amalgamated. Hang on. I don't know if that's the case in Ireland. I have to look this up. Hang on. Curry's PC World. Oh, it is just... Maybe it is just Curry's. Maybe it is. Wait, when did the name change to Curry's? Because it's been Curry's PC World here for years. Yeah, look, like this. This is the one in the Jervis shopping centre. Oh, it was recently. Okay, then maybe they just haven't done it in some of the shops yet. Huh. Makes you think. I thought people just watch Gordon Ramsay on the site. Oh dear. Oh my goodness. Silvercrown Gaming says you're hot. I'm actually pretty comfortable temperature now, to tell you the truth. I mean, like, the heating isn't on and I have a nice pair of slippers on. We're feeling cozy, but you know, you can't get too toasty. You can't get too toasty. We're not doing time crimes, which is why Daisy May is here on a Tuesday. I hope you know. Actually, the game is very loud. Give me a sec.
I'm not sure if Curry's will pay for monitors. Maybe we can bribe the shop staff with Curry's to give us free monitors.
Do you know what we do? Thank you for the bits, Jedi. What we do is we go into Curry's, we bring in some like nice 3-in-1s, like a curry 3-in-1, and we offer them to the staff. Oh, goodness. Daisy May on Tuesday. Exactly. Sometimes she just arrives a bit late, you know. Tiny Toxic Tofu, welcome in. How are you doing? Come in. How's things? How is the game volume? Because I can turn it down another little bit. It feels very loud in my ears compared to everything else, but it might just be me. I don't know. Imagine going to a stream, the first thing you do is call the streamer. Oh, dear. Bold of you to assume the temperature of my house. Molly, hello. How are you doing? Volume's good? Good stuff. All right. The great cleanup is about to happen. It's gonna happen. It is. Not saying I want... Actually, no, I kind of do want to do it and just have it done, you know? Lads, thank you so much for a hype train. You are wild. You're absolutely wild, and I appreciate you very, very much. Oh, I know that already. Oopsie. 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 Oops. Veridi! Hello, how are you doing? We could actually take this opportunity to... I say we, as though I'm going to make any of you do the work. I'm going to take this opportunity to just do a little tidy around, you know? Chemistry, you tell them. You tell them. Oopsie Day says, send Dave to Curry's to demand more monitors. None may withstand his wrath. It's true. I wouldn't argue with him. Actually, you know what? I know this sounds mad. I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna put things into storage using the shed because it's faster. Yeah, Chris, you can put things in the science tube. I need to find a new home for it. Actually, go on. I'll check my post. I haven't checked it in a few days. I keep running past it. As I greet the new year, I've decided to become one of those fancy hobby people. Oh. Hobby people. What you making? Beth, hello, and Lovey Bun. How are you keeping? Come in, come in. Calliope says, this is so weird. I'm going to watch you take off Christmas decorations while playing through Animal Crossing in December, still making everything festive. I quite like some of the festive stuff. Like, there's a few little bits and bobs that I might leave up for a little while still. But I keep getting so wrapped up in, like, seasonal things that I start to forget to actually do anything on my island. Like, this is the last thing I did on my island that looked kind of nice. Very cute. Oh, Dralda, hello! Do we run around in circles first, take down the decorations first, or take down the Christmas decorations in circles? Don't give me that kind of choice to make. Because then we'll get nothing done in here. Caroline says, I'm sorry, a golden dung beetle. You heard me. You heard us. As opposed to, like, an iron one, you know? It's fancy. It's real fancy. Got a load of gyros to put away that I'm still holding on to. I've barely gotten to play Animal Crossing in the last week again. So, I do have lots to do. Okay, I'm gonna give you a nice home. Where's the... Exactly, where's the netherite dung beetle? Get with... I just said beetle, as in, like, beetles about. Oh, wait, we do have one gyro up here to get, though. Balfred, hello, I never put up any decorations, so I don't need to take them down. Big brain. Big brain. Alright, you ready? You ready? 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 Make a wish. What we got? Another spike noise. I don't dislike the spike noise. They're not my favorites. They're very... I feel like they make the little noise. Alright, let me pick up one of these. Mango Ice, hello, how are you doing? How's the cabinet thing that you access your storage with Nook Magic? You can pick up the... I think you can pick up the DIY for it. Is it DIY? Or you can buy it or pick up the DIY for it. You can do both as well in Resident Services with the update. And you can put one anywhere on your island. Storage shed. Magic. We're living. I don't want to take this down. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I did it. Be proud of me. Chris says, I've never checked how many gyroids I've yet to collect. I think I'll do that today. Do it. Do it. I feel like there are more gyroids that I still haven't gotten. I didn't mean to press that button. Caroline says, I really want Animal Crossing after watching you and others play it, so now I'm saving up for Switch. Ah, yes! Are you going to get a big Switch, or are you going to get one of the handy little Switch lights? I'm so excited for you. I feel like a lot of people, like, there's been another wave of people getting into Animal Crossing since the update. It's been really nice to see. Very nice. Very nice. Gotcha. Big one. Oh, very nice. The big, I mean, oh, no, no. Zucker, Zucker, please. I'm trying to... Zucker, I'm trying... Zucker! That's a fair point, actually, Bulminator. If I'd gone into edit mode, yeah, they can't actually come in. I knew what I was doing. If only it was that easy to put the Christmas tree away IRL. Honestly, like, our Christmas tree is still up. We are probably taking it down this evening, but we'll see. Wadron says, I'm designing... Oh, you're designing a house for Zucker right now. Ooh. Oh no, I think he heard us talking about him. Goodbye, Zucker. I feel a little bit bad. Like, I feel 1% bad. Zucker heard that Dave had been freed. Oh yeah, who was not at stream last night? Because something happened. I'm so sorry, I have to keep muting to sniffle. I'm so sorry. Rainbow Crow, hello, how are you doing? Chris says, I bought the 500,000 storage upgrade yesterday solely because it's a prerequisite to get in the shed. Can't wait to finally get it, already carrying an ABD around. I don't think I've actually got an ABD yet. I haven't put one anywhere. You left early with Miss Euphoric. Somebody released Dave. Dave was released. He was unleashed. Dave, Destroyer of Worlds. A million channel points. Which is just kind of mad when you think about it. No, they did mozzarella for real. It happened. It happened. It actually happened. Arson was committed. I never thought I'd see the day. I genuinely did not think it would happen until like maybe July or August. Like honestly. Seal the Steel, hello, how are you doing? Where's my little bonsai table gone? Wait, back into tables, that'd be a good start. Oh, I wonder does it not count as a table because you can't put stuff on it. Hang on. Maybe it's up here? I do have a little bonsai table, I know for a fact. Yeah, it was Alex of Ohio who redeemed it. And I'm so impressed. Oh my goodness. Beard Gamer Review says, I missed it. I wonder why my kneecaps were in pain this morning. Maybe that's why all my joints hurt today. Maybe that's why I have to put Voltarol on like an old person. Where is my bonsai table? I know I have a little bonsai table. Now I'm just gonna put that. I'll just put the peacock chair on its own there. I'll go outside and actually pick up some more of the. That's a lot of gyroids. Hang on. Oh, it's with the plants, of course. You know what? I'll grab that and then we'll go out and tidy up the rest of the island. Cake, what are you wearing? I'm wearing a bodyline sailor dress that is absolutely an Innocent World knockoff with a dressing gown. Oh, it's comfy though. It's very comfy. I'm feeling comfortable. I'm very comfortable. No, I didn't mean to. Oh, I can't put that in storage, of course. Hang on. I need to put away some of the money I'm carrying around. Looks cute. Thank you. It feels really nice. Like, it honestly does. Dressing gowns are great, and I kind of want a few, because I have one fluffy one. Do you ever get a fluffy dressing gown, and you wear it for, you know, maybe 6 months, 5-6 months, and then it stops being fluffy. And then it starts wearing thin. And you're like, oh, but it's still a dressing gown. It's still fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. And then it just keeps... Like, every time you put it on, you're like, oh, this is kind of worn out a bit. But you're like, no, but it's fine. I'll just keep wearing it. That's where I'm at now with my main, like, my warm dressing gown. And I want to buy a new one, but... You're vested. I want to buy a new one, but I'm also like, I don't know. I don't know. Soon TM, I guess. Since Dave has been released, does that mean he may no longer cause havoc through points? You'll see. We have to have a strategic meeting with him soon and see what's going on. Because anything could happen from here. Anything. Greeting committee is going well. Next 1 million dream routine. Teach chat the entirety of an epic poem in Irish. I'd be going a long time. A long time. Marcus Reed says, God, I wish I could hear something on that at work, but no shorts and short sleeve t-shirt is the comfiest I'm allowed at work. Oh, you gotta be comfy too. You gotta be comfortable when you're working. Oh my god, I want the ivy. I need the ivy. Aculite, hello! How are you doing? Come in. How are you doing? Bog Marble says, I have a stitch hoodie. It's so soft and keeps me warmer than a dressing gown. I've honestly considered just getting some nice, very comfortable hoodies. Because I only have 2 hoodies. 2 of... Kate! Kate! You come in here! Kate, you come into this stream and you immediately cause chaos! 5 minutes! You have a 5-minute break, Jeff. You can take it easy. For any new friends, welcome to your baptism by fire. Aki would come in at the most gremlin time as well. It's a light stick. No, I have millions of light sticks. I don't need to be... That's crying. That'll do. That'll do. Out we go. Hoodie. I just got... Oh, a unicorn hoodie. Very nice. See, what I want is... What are those, like, blanket hoodies? Hoodies. I want an hoodie, but I want it to... How to explain this? I don't want it to be Sherpa on the inside. Sherpa, in my mind, is reserved for blankets. And if I have that on my skin the whole time, I won't, like, freak out, but it just feels a bit... It gets too warm too quickly. Way too warm, way too quickly. And I don't know if I like the designs they make as well. And they're very expensive. They're like...
Woo is the mods break, we should redeem it more often. W13 notes.
You gotta give the mods a break every so often, you know? You know what? Ice sculptures can stay as long as the snow. Actually, you know what? The snowflakes can stay as long as the snow as well. That's not Christmassy. If you buy turnips, you might get a recipe to cook them with in the... Oh, actually, yeah, I should buy some turnips. I haven't bought turnips in ages. And I don't really mind if they spoil. I'm not gonna buy, like, millions of them. Where is she? I ran past her, like, a minute ago, and I don't remember where. Where was she? Or I thought I ran past her. Is she down here? Am I losing my mind? Oh, there she is. Ah, look. She's so sweet. Because I haven't gotten some new recipes in a while, and I would like some. Waffle, hello! I woke this morning with the reassuring knowledge that Dave's wrath has been temporarily calmed. Our knees are somewhat safer until the next Dave moon, a state in which the new moon is more or less exactly fails... a state in which the new moon more or less exactly fails to resemble tea. Recharges his power and ignites his wrath once more. Yeah. Turned underwhelming, yes we are. How are you doing? Let's buy that many. Small gamble. Josh says, go just contact Uddy and tell them you have a business idea for a less warm Uddy. It's like, have you considered making the Uddy not as sweaty? How are KK and Daisy both here at this? Wait a second. How are KK and Daisy here at the same time? Oh, I think yesterday might have been a fishing tourney or a bug-off. Fishing tourney, that's it. That's the one. Fishing tourney. I completely missed the fishing tourney. And I actually haven't done a fishing tourney in ages because I keep getting so wrapped up in lots of other little things. So CJ would have taken over the plaza, that's the one. Time Lord Astro, we're always breaking the timeline around here. How are you doing? Rainbow Cross... Gonna start that again. Rainbow Cross says my money in Animal Crossing is dwindling. It do be like that. It do be like that. Sometimes you're just like, I'll just get this one thing. It's gone. All gone. All gone. Little bow in your villager. I like the little... I love the physics on the bow. Look at this. It do be wibbly wobbling as I walk. What's in here? No, not like that. Steel Steel says I was close to finishing my island and wanted to show the cake and chat when it's finished, but I didn't like the design of the town layout, so I have to start over. No! Oh no! Sickening. Absolutely sickening. Well, you let us know whenever you're ready. You can always throw yourself into the pile if you're in the humor. And you know yourselves, lads, there's no strain. If you feel you're not up to it, or your island isn't up to your own standards, you don't have to submit yourself at all, at all. Let's actually just quickly go to Ape Sisters. I want to see what clothes they have. 1 minute left, lads. 1 minute. One singular minute. And I need some water. Alright, let me in. Let me in. Caroline says I needed a hat for my stepdad and he's complaining about it being too warm even though he always overdresses and refuses to wear a thinner hat because the one I gave him was nice. Oh. You should keep the hat. You should be like, no, I'll keep the warm hat. You should wear it every day in front of him and be like, oh, I love my hat so much. I hope nobody takes my hat. This is such a great hat. I love it so much. Then he's gonna want the hat. Reverse psychology. That's it. It's illegal again. It is illegal. It is all over. I don't know how I feel about this, like, mustard colored dress. The others are nice enough, you know, they're grand. But I don't know how I feel about this one. And I like yellow. I think I do feel like a bumblebee. I do feel like a bumblebee. Macy Fark says, what's wondering, but he's still doing the... Oh my god, I completely forgot the warm-up stretches in this game. Hang on. Okay, the Able Sisters be fine for a minute. Now the chaos is calmed. Hello. Hello! How are you doing? Let's go. Let's go. Stretch. I'm not going to do the stretches in real life because I feel like all of my joints are a bit loose today, so... Azana Banana, hello. In the mustard dress, you look like a killer in a Cluedo board game. I kind of feel like that. I feel suspicious and fancy. Is the only way I could put it. Famasaurus says, do you do any crafting cake? Like, do you mean like real life crafting, like making things? I used to a little bit, and I don't anymore because I never know what to do. I never really know what to do. I love the music and like the sound effects for this. I just think it's so cute. All right, everybody stretch. Oh God, that was my sternum. I'm sorry. Buttons. It was cake in the square with the shovel. Put some pep in your movements. Come on, pep. 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 Peppy, come on. Go. Right, we gotta rotate the arms. It was a big crunch, I'm so sorry. I'm trying. I am very crunchy. I had somebody crack my back over the weekend, and I honestly think I grew by about ½ an inch. Like, no joke. It felt great. It was like all the tension through my spine and my arms and my neck just disappeared all at once. My joints are literally killing me, says Steal the Steel. I think it's a bad combo with my jab and Dave being free the same day. It's a lot. It's a lot to be dealing with, you know? It's a lot to be dealing with. Jeff says if you grew by ½ an inch, that makes you what? 4'10½". Listen. I was pressing the wrong button. Yeah, sorry, KK Slider is entirely in the nip, by the way. Just standing there. He looks weird when he's standing up. He's entirely in the nip. Look at him. You don't notice it so much when he's sitting down holding the guitar, you know? It's kind of menacing, it is. What are you doing? Okay, now we're back. Naked. Miss Light Ben says Jeff he didn't leave the violence at home today. He never does. He never does. But I'm at peace with being short. I'm entirely at peace with it. My colleagues are looking weirdly at me. Oh goodness, KK isn't naked. He's just wearing a white suit. It just doesn't have any seams or buttons or sleeves. What if KK Slider is just wearing a white morph suit? You remember people used to wear morph suits? It's a white morph suit, like a really, really thick one. So you can't see his clothes. He's wearing like a full set of clothes underneath, but he has this on over it. I don't recognize this. What is this? That's good. But I don't recognize it. It is jazzy. His guitar isn't silent. It's probably just very quiet for you. Oh, it could be. It could be KK Ragtime. I think it is KK Ragtime. Hang on. Let me play KK Ragtime. I think I still have the... Where is it? I'm pretty sure I have this. Ragtime. I don't have... How do I not have... I don't have KK Ragtime. I don't know how. I'll sort that out someday. Robot Synth is a banger, honestly. All of the new ones are bangers. Child says, thank you for reminding me to pick up another Pepsi Man morph suit. What does Agnes wear? Purple looks so good in her. It is one of the princess dresses, I think. I gave it to her ages ago, and she wears it a lot, which is nice, because I think the color's cute on her. Oh, goodness. Marcus Reed says, I like... Oh, Chill Wave. Chill Wave's great. It's very, very relaxing, very chill. Hi, 12. Akiline says, I want to share the wholesome fact that my cat Peaky is currently asleep hugging her baguette toy. She has a baguette plush toy. Oh no, that's so cute. Wait. I forgot that somebody gave me a castle wall. I still haven't found a way I want to use it. Actually, I haven't tried to customize these yet. Let's go out to the island. Let's customize one of these, see what we can do with it. And then I might order some more. Get our fortune told and everything, you know? Nathalha, hello. How are you doing? Good morning. And dude, Yellow. How are you keeping? Yeah, I love that wall as well, Chris. It's just really cool. And I think I have the gate and I have the wall. I think I can actually customize this self. And I realized this as I run into the airport. But you know what? We need to go out here anyway, so why not? Let's go. Aki, have you told Cake that you accidentally time traveled a year? Did you time travel a year in Animal Crossing? By accident! I mean, at least villagers can't ask to leave. Oh, you in forward to 2023! How? How did you do this? I need to know. Oh my god, no, don't get me started on the Powerpuff Girls episode. That freaked me out. The 80 years one where Miss Keane is like standing and she's like, I've been standing here. It's like 50 years. She's like, I've been standing here for 50 years. That freaked me out. Don't even look at me. Don't even talk to me about it. Oh my goodness, it was so spooky. Judy, hello. How are you doing? Come in. Yoris, hello. I just wanted to say that I completed... Oh, Lego City Undercover 100%. It has 305 characters, 120 vehicles, and 450 golden bricks to collect. It took you under 50 hours. That is wild. Oh my goodness. Did you enjoy yourself? Did you have a nice time? I hope you did. That's wild. Oh my goodness. Miss Griffin says the episode just feels like something someone would make up for a creepypasta. Yeah, I did not like that at all. Like, it really freaked me out. I don't know why. Like, I can't explain why, but more than things like Courage the Cowardly Dog, which, like, it would be freaky, but you go in knowing it was going to be creepy. I would never have expected, like, an episode like that for the Powerpuff Girls, and I just remember really disliking it. I think that might be when I stopped enjoying watching the Powerpuff Girls. And I was just like, oh, don't like this anymore. Wellark says that's what I did in the GameCube one. I went forward a full year. My town got overrun by weeds. I never played that version again. No! Oh no. Oh my goodness. Junie says Korea is now 10:45 p.m. It is late at night. I hope you are comfortable and I hope you're going to get a good sleep tonight. I hope so. I hope so. I want another NES game for Christmas. Bad idea. Alright, are we ready for the swank? We're ready for the swank. Corvus, good afternoon. How are you doing? Swank. Please be good luck. Please be good luck. I have the thingy bob that I need, so I don't want any more bad luck. I have the crystal ball. I got that off her. And Raz, hello. Come in. How are you doing? Lovely to have you. I see sisters at the tailor shop. They purchased a new sewing machine. Their work proceeds very smoothly. Okay, good luck. Luck with belongings will improve. That means no tools break. I believe. Corvus says I saw the Dave redeem in the VOD. It was great. Great. Sleepless Val, you missed it. Somebody, Alex of Ohio, spent 1 million channel points and redeemed Dave Destroyer of Worlds. It was done. I didn't expect it either. Absolutely, that's real. And I don't know if I have it. I don't remember. I'm buying this. Oh, and an extra gyroid. You could be right. I think you might be right on that. I don't actually remember if I have a real one of these, so I'm gonna buy it just in case. Whenever I go to Katrina, it always shows my other character. I never use in the orb. Oh no. Oh dear. We know you enjoyed the Dave eating the cake. You enjoyed the build up to it, containment the bit. That was incredible. How long was everyone planning that? Like, it really was incredible. Cause I obviously didn't know it was gonna be redeemed. So I was just like, oh, haha, we have the Thunder Shrine now on the server. I'm gonna free Dave. I didn't think you were actually gonna free him. It was really good. I thought it was really, really well done. It was so high effort. I'm so impressed. So impressed. So good. I might get a warm drink in a little while, actually. Like a little... Actually, I don't have any peppermint tea left. I'll see what I have. How long does a million point take? A long, long, long time. And we do a lot of channel point predictions, so you can get lucky or unlucky with those. Psychedelic Giraffe, how are you doing? Good morning, how's things? I say good morning when I know it's the afternoon. It might be morning for somebody else. Pardon me, it might be. Cosmo Sheep, hello, how are you doing? Jeddah says if you're gonna drop a million channel points, you do it in style. Because I remember before I added that redeem, I was like, I could just add a haha funny a million points and you end the stream. But I was like, no, we can have more fun with that. So I consulted with the sinister man on the microphone here, and it was his idea. The morning here, and my boss is late for our meeting. No! Oh no! Oh goodness! Oh, what else can I? Oh, the plant partition. Oh. Oh, I like that. I think I might have another one of these in storage. I'm gonna customize that like that. I like that. I like that. That's nice. Very good. Psychedelic Giraffe says, oh, you just got your booster. I hope you're feeling well. I hope you're doing A-okay. I hope so. Yeah, I hope so. Kaza says, I just got to work. Did I miss someone redeeming Dave? Yeah, he was redeemed last night. There's the timestamp. Hedge just posted the VOD from last night. It was very impressive. It was absolutely wild. Holy moly. Tiger Nomi says, I have extra peppermint tea if you want. I can throw some away. If you throw it really far, it might work. Medieval building site. Here we go. Oh. Ooh. I love that. This makes me feel like I should be sitting out in the sunlight and dipping fresh bread in olive oil. Anyone else get that feeling? I couldn't tell you the last time or if I ever in my life have sat out in the sun eating fresh bread and dipping it in olive oil, but that's kind of just how it feels, you know? It's got that whole thing to it. That whole thing to it. You can vibe with the same. Yeah, it's the whole... I think it's just, it makes me feel very Mediterranean, but maybe I'm just mixing it up with somewhere else. I shouldn't even like that. Yeah, kind of like a little Italian villa. Any Italian people here might be like, actually, none of them look like that. I've never been to Italy, to be fair. Oh, goodness. And Vladimir says, you're not watching the stream for ages to say, no, I don't want me or anyone to watch it. Yeah, see, that's the thing. If I'd made that redeem, I don't know if anyone would have actually used it. Unless they did it like 5 minutes before I finished, just because it would be kind of funny. And to be fair, that would be funny. It felt Spanish to me. It could be Spanish. I know there's a lot of common architecture in Europe. Like, obviously, there's a huge, huge variety. But, you know, some things take influence from others. Don't be silly. Italians aren't real. Do we have any Italians here? Because you're going to throw down. You don't throw down with me. Throw down with Hedge. They'll have a fight with you. Blueberry, welcome in. How are you doing? Come in, come in. I kind of like this. I think this would be cute until the weather turns again, but... Patiently waiting for that wall to show up on my island. Oh, it hasn't shown up for me yet. Somebody gave me these. I don't remember who it was. Someone was... I went over to visit somebody's island and they gave me 2 of these. It was whoever it was with the little market... Like the little market square elevated on their island. I cannot remember who it was. I'm so sorry. I could make it pink. Go on, I'll make it pink. Don't want to fight an Italian anyway, they're crazy. Raz says, I can confirm, I'm Italy. Turded says I got the gate and finding the tower with no wall yet. I don't think I have the tower, I have the gate. I definitely have the gate. I don't actually think it's... Let me check again. People learn Latin and Elvish too, sir. Why? What? Sure, why not? I used to know some Latin. I still have a couple of like Latin learning books up there on the shelf. I know that anytime I talk about language, I'm like, oh, it's all up there on the shelf. But like genuinely, it is all up there on the shelf, and I need to sort it all out at some stage. Oh, it's you, Beth. Thank you again so much, because these still have not shown up for sale on my island. Lava Dragon, good afternoon. An electrician's in, so no internet to work, or more important... Oh, you had no internet to work, or more importantly, watch cake, but you're here now. How are you doing? Im Roman Cornelia Puella Romana Sedit. I don't remember very much of the Latin I learned. Can we see the shelf? I would show you the shelf, but my camera's in a delicate balance at the minute. And most of it's actually in behind. So there's a whole extra meter of this room behind my desk that I can't use at the minute. Because there's a wardrobe sitting there. And it's not ours. It belongs to the landlord. And we haven't anywhere to put it. And we're waiting to see if we can get rid of it. So there's a load of the shelf that's completely obscured by the wardrobe and a box that's on top of it, which is why I need to get in there, I need to move a load of stuff and take a load of stuff off the shelf. You can just see like this many of that many books that are up there. Millions of them. Millions of them. Did I do everything I need to do out here? Yes, I did. English only please, the books keep floating away. We invoke dead languages in chat. To be honest, when anyone talks about Latin, the only word I can think of off the top of my head is fluvius. Oh, Wellark! Wellark has redeemed teach chat a random Irish word. Let's go. Let's go. Have you checked it's not Narnia inside? I mean, I haven't opened that wardrobe in a while, so it could be. There could be just a portal to another world in there. Are ye ready for... the first Irish word of the week. We didn't have one yesterday. Wellark says, I was saving for Dave, but now it's gone. I was nowhere near. Before we do this, actually, how many people were saving for Dave? Like, out of it, like, who was genuinely saving up for it? Because a load of people were like, oh, I'm this percent of the way there, I'm that percent of the way there. Alex of Ohio was keeping it on the down low. I had no idea. Like, genuinely, I had no inkling. I thought it was either going to be Jeff, Lux, oh, there was a couple of other people. Like, one of the mods that isn't Jeff, I suppose. Who else? I actually don't know. I don't know who else it could have been, because a couple of people were like... Stylish Shun, actually, you were in my head, because you've been here a long time as well. Magic, lads. Absolutely wild. Are you ready? Are you ready? Alright, say when. Say when. Loic says, I wish to save up for it, but I'm a long way from it still. Well, now there's nothing to save up for. Unless we add a new one. Say when. When! Ooh! I could teach ye the Irish word for... Whew. I could teach you the Irish word for... Have I taught you the Irish word for milk? I feel like I have. That's a fairly basic one. Oh, wait. There is a word, and I know it's here somewhere. I know it's like within 2 pages. Give me a second. B-A-N. I'm gonna find this. Is it milk? No. I don't have milk. Okay, milk is... I don't have milk logged. I'm gonna teach you the Irish word for milk. The Irish word for milk is... Banya. Banya. It's not banya, it's banya. Banya. It's an ah. Banya. Did I spell that right? I think I did. I just second guess myself all the time on spelling. Even when I know something is... Yeah, I did spell that right. Banya. Banya is the Irish word for milk. If we learn milk, it's just on wide as well. Okay, oh god. I think it would be Banya Lahan. Hang on, let me just check the spelling on that. Banya Lahan. I think it would be, let's see. Alright. I'm gonna teach you wide milk. Banya Lahan. Wide milk. I'll explain to you wide milk in a minute. Hang on. Wide. Ah, John! Hello, how are you doing? Lovely to see you. I think I've spelt that right. Banya Lahan is the Irish for wide milk. Banya Lahan. Now. No, not Ponyo Latin. Banya Lahan. Are you ready? Cosmonaut, give me a message. I will send you what we played. Banya Lahan. Are you ready for the meaty thunk? Banya replay by Rihanna. No. Listen. Come on, Mr. DJ, oh, Banya replay. Alright, let's go. That's a respectable thunk. That was a it was a little bit of reverb and everything, you know, it's all going. It's all going. Jaylee, thank you for 10 months. Thank you so much for being my work lurk and giving me comfy chaos vibes to keep me going. Got my boost today, so I'm going to get some more sleep because I feel like a truck ran over me. Oh, you poor thing. Look after yourself and we'll be happy to have you for a long time more. But you get yourself a rest, alright? Holy moly. A wide thunk. Oh my goodness. Oh, and just a silver ring, hello. Yes, it's... Sorry, I realised I read your message and I didn't say hello to you. Respectable thunk achievement unlocked. What's the little achievement noise? Calliope says this brings me back to my Scottish Gaelic classes. Oh, did you learn? Did you learn Scottish? Because I tried to in college, but it was so similar to Irish that I kept getting confused. Also, college is tough. So there was that as well. That contributed quite a lot. Oh, goodness. Oh, we have the... There it is. We have the Jeff achievement. There it is. What was I doing? Oh, we were going to go captain tour. I am going to do a few visits today as well. If you want to do exclamation mark visit, it'll get you into the random pile. And Mod Taters, thank you so much for 10 months. And Jacob Evans, thank you for 5 months. Holy moly, everything happened today. Everybody around, so many of you. So many of you. Thank you very, very much. Let's go. Let's go. Cross your fingers. I really want a rare island. I haven't had one in a while. If you replace designs, that mean any that replace change as well? Yes. That is the thing. It do be like that. Please, fingers crossed. I haven't... The only one time I've gotten one star fragment island, and that's it. Which is, you know, that's good. Don't get me wrong, I'm not disappointed with that, but I'd like another one. Oh, I think we're getting a summer island. I think we are getting a summer island. Oh my god, no way. Wait, no way. Yo! Okay, we have to get all of these. We have to get all of these rocks. Oh my god, I literally just said, oh, I've only had it one time, but you know, that's fine. Dangerous, so I'll tell you what's happening. If you have a shooting star... What do you call... I saw a storm. If you have a star shower, that's what we call it, a star shower or a meteor shower on your island, you can make a wish on the stars and you get star fragments. And you can use these to craft very special things. Normally, you cannot get them out of rocks. Unless you're here. There's also different fragments for different star signs, and then there's big fragments as well. So you can craft celestial things. Magic. Magic. A full rainbow of them. Oh, I'm way ahead. I'm 3, 4, and 20 steps ahead. I've got this rock hitting thing down to a fine art. And Silent Salmon, hello, it's a star, it's a shooting star island. I only just got here. It's a, what's the percent chance to get here? It's through a captain tour. I just realized there's a little noise when you climb on the vine. Calliope says, Cake, I lived in rural northwest Scotland for 5 years. They had quite a high Gaelic-speaking population. You'd love to see it. I took one Gaelic class and learned quite a bit at my job too, but to be honest, I neglected Gaelic a lot. I was doing my undergrad at the time. Look, if you're doing your undergrad, I mean, it's a lot to be dealing with on top of that. Like, when I was learning Latin, I was doing that on top of my undergrad, so that's why I ended up not being able to stick with it. So, that's why I don't remember very much. Okay, just don't drift, please. Just, all you have to do is not drift. Yes! Okay, another perfect rock. There should be, like, another one here, I think. Spuddoodles, hello. I think I got the Star Fragment Island very early on, but I didn't know you could get them for the rocks. Oh, no. At least you know now. You might have a moment. You might have a chance to do it again. Beep. Beep. I need those melons called Celestia. Oh, perfect. That is purpose-made for you. I need to find the other rock. I feel like there's... Oh, I want these. Oh, these shrubs. Don't you also get them from destroying the rocks? Actually, I might go back around and destroy the rocks after. I'll just make sure I get all the star fragments out of them. Is it a Nook Miles Island? It's not. It's a Captain Island. So if you go to Captain, there's my fragment, on your pier after the update, then you have a chance to get one like this. You're guaranteed a gyroid fragment, I think, on each one, unless you have very bad luck. I don't know if bad luck can take that away. Okay, that's one rock. We got that one already. Is there another one around that I haven't gotten? I know these won't bloom for ages, but you know, you can never have too many shrubs. And oranges too. Now, oranges I'm not too fussed about because they are my town fruit. Maybe it is 2 rocks. Where are you digging around the rock? So I'm digging around the rock because when you're hitting a rock, watch this, it eventually starts to push you back a bit. And if you lose the rhythm hitting a rock, you can't run back up and start hitting it. If you lose the rhythm, it stops spitting out things when you hit it. Once you start the rhythm, if you like, you have to keep going. Shovel recoil, exactly. Still haven't found any orange trees. If you need any oranges to get started, I'd say throw a message over in Discord. Someone might be able to help you out. Right, let's take a moment and just make a few wishes. What are we all wishing for this year? And Drake and Blake, go and look after yourself. I hope school goes alright for you. We'll see you soon. Are the star fragments based on the Japanese sweet konpeito? I think they are based on konpeito, the little sugar stars. I think so. Just take a moment. So relax. There could be some on the beach, actually. I'll check everything before we go. Do not have a worry. Actually, let me pick up a picture of... Ooh, konpeito. What the shooting stars do, you can craft with them. I mean, you could also just put them wherever you want because they're very cute. But you can't... You can craft with them. I'm trying to find a picture of konpeito, but I was trying to hit the button. Konpeito. Oh, yeah. I want to eat some konpeito. Konpeito is also, if we have any Ghibli fans here, it's... Oh, no, I pressed the wrong button. There we go. It's what they feed the soot sprites. You see? Konpeito. They're like little stars, but you can eat them. You can eat the stars. I'm wishing for my flight to not crash on Thursday. Oh, you and me both. I also hope your flight doesn't crash. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be grand. Wishing for a peaceful last semester of undergrad, and I know my wish will come true because I'll make it come true. Yes! I hope you were correct. I think you are correct. I forget which button you push when you see a falling star. It's A. A to wish. Calliope says, I wish for the modest goal of successful semester. That's a fine and good goal. If you're still making goals for the new year, make sure you don't set yourself up to fail. Sometimes it is good to reach for the stars, but, you know, make sure you got a game plan. Be good to yourself. Don't be like, I'm going to take up 500 hobbies and I'm going to do everything perfectly, because then if you don't manage that, you'll feel bad. Set yourself one or two nice things to do if you want. You know? I wish my apps would stop crashing when I'm trying to work. No! OMG, it's Cake. Hello, is there any chance you're going to add a new expensive point redemption anytime soon? Oh, absolutely, yes. I just haven't figured out what it is yet. There's you know, it's going to happen. Mother Pixel, hello! Working and lurking, and it's good to have you. I hope you're keeping very, very well. And KTB, hello, been lurking on mute all morning in a meeting. Oh, you're on a break now. Thanks for keeping me awake. We'll do our best. We'll do our best. I hope you're doing very, very well. Give me another star, please. Just like one more. Dude, this says, I wish the app I make stop crashing over my holidays. I also hope for that. I don't develop apps, but I can imagine it's a pain if you're working away on something else. Just like, no, I would like to sleep now instead. Alright, let's go for a little walk around and see what else we can find here. Is there anything I can eat? Oh, I can eat a turnip. I can eat 10 turnips. That might have been a bit excessive, I'm going to be honest. No, you just get a rock if you break them. That's okay. Not boy turnip. No, we didn't eat boy turnip. It's okay. Different turnip. I promise. I promise. Poor turnip boy. He's never going to forgive me now. Cheesy Bug says, I'm teaching my... Oh, a large star fragment. I'm teaching my toddler German and he started playing Squirrel as... Einstein? I don't know what that means, but... At least he's not saying acorn, Chan, I suppose. Jeff says, I once made a program that was held together by spit, thoughts, and prayers. The only time it broke over a 5-year period was whenever I had more than 4 days off. Isn't it the way? Isn't it just the way? Inquired Screaming, hello, how are you doing? Why'd you do that? That was money. No, it's okay. I didn't want to sell them because I'm lazy. I just wanted to get the... I don't even know if I need the achievements, actually. Sorry, my brain is a little, like, maybe 3% more scrambled than usual. I might leave one of these back, actually. I don't need all of them. Odson Mark, hello, how are you doing? Forgot I kept these on the beach. Encouraged Screaming says, a cat just walked into my garden and started checking out the barbecue. He might have been better luck if he comes back in Naruto. Oh, are you having a barbecue? Ooh.
I wish to be like Dave so I can also consume stars. Glory unto Dave, praised be his name.
He does consume stars now, canonically. In the Dave universe. He does eat nether stars. It's true. It's true. I don't want to leave yet. I really like this. I like this a lot. Alright. I don't know how many I've wished on, but I know there is one more. Oh, no, one more. I know there's a limit to how many can spawn on your beach at once. One more. I can settle for candy stars. Oh, I really want Conpeito, and I don't know if they actually sell it in the Asia market in town, because they do a lot of, like, sweets and stuff from lots of different places, but I don't know if, I want that one. Oh, it's too late. Let's go home. Let's go. Don't know where he's gone. This is the cat. He's either hopped over the wall or he's checking out the shed. How's yourself? I'm pretty well, honestly. I'm a little, I just feel run down. Like, I think it's just something that's hitting everybody. This time of year, every time of year, all the time. All of my joints feel like they are kind of popping and clicking around all the time. But I'm doing alright other than that, to tell you the truth. I just hang on, give me 1 second. I'm still here, I'm not actually going anywhere, I just want to do a big stretch. Just a big, ooh, big stretch. Ooh, big stretch. Ooh, big stretch. Ooh, big stretch. Ah, ow, ow, too big a stretch. Too big stretch. Ow, my arms. Oh, no, I'm so sorry. Ah, okay, it's gotta be done. It's gotta be done. Okay. Maybe slightly smaller stretch next time. Okay, I'm back. Hello. I'm so sorry. I was like, it won't really crack that much. Sorry. My hands do feel better now, though. Like, considerably better. Zahasha, funny you should say, I was actually thinking we might time crime too late because we haven't had a KK Slider concert in a while and he's here on the island. So I might time crime to like 6 p.m. Kuma says, my fiance thinks you sound like an old lady and wants you to say a young person phrase like, no cap. I'm taking that as a compliment. I quite like sounding like an old lady sometimes. To be honest, physically, I feel like an old lady as well, so... Ripfangs, hello! He just went into his house. And Fluffy, hello. What's the crack that's not your hands? I'm gonna actually put some Voltarol in my hands in a little while. Oh, yes! Actually, I'm gonna write that down. Okay. I put a notebook. Alright, I'm trying to be organized. Speedy Worm, hello. I'm 23-year-old male. I feel like an old lady. We're all in this together. We really are. Let me tell you, I'm trying to be organized again. So every so often when I kept getting scrambled on street...
Ahem, pickle stick.
Pickle stick. Pickle stick. When I kept getting... Thank you for the bits as well, Cosmo Cheap. When I kept getting scrambled on stream, I would write notes for myself. For stuff I wanted to do or stuff I wanted to talk about. And I'm like, okay, I should start doing that again. So, I wrote all the notes I needed for last night's stream with the Minecraft server re-release... No, excuse me, relaunch rather. And all the plugins. So naturally I forgot to talk about half of them. So I've left this notepad in front of me so that if I write something down, there's at least a 50% chance I'll remember. So... KK Ragtime. Excuse me. There we go. Are we ready for an early time crime and a KK Slider concert? I think we are. And Harry the Pig, hello, we're doing alright. How are you doing? And Strawberry Seeds, hello, you do your lurk. And Kirsten C. I feel like after 2, a load of people come in at once. They're like, ah, yes, lunchy time. Time for lunch. And Foxfire, good morning. How are you keeping? Come in, come in. I'm always ready for crime. I pressed the wrong button, and now I have to relaunch the game. And now I have to make it later so that we can relaunch the game. Yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's after 7, I think. That'll do anyway. Your character looks cute today, Cake, and I just woke up. I actually haven't changed my outfit since last time, but I kind of like it. It's silly, you know? I like it. Redby says, what's the pickle item? I don't remember what it's called, but it's from the festival at Oban, which I think was August, September last year. I don't rightly remember. Do not remember. But Quinost has done something very important. Quinost says, fetch the boy. He is here. It is him. He love you. It's true. He do. If you've never been here before, you could give Shark a hug right now. Exclamation mark. Hug Shark, the boy of all time. He is the boy of all time. It's true. And the bird of all time is here in the background. No, Dave, calm down. Zehata! Oh my goodness! Zehata, thank you for 15 months at tier 3. Oh my goodness. Zehata, thank you very much. Holiest of molies. The goodest of eggs. You are all. It's true. It's the first time you went tier 3. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, I really appreciate that. Oh, you have new emotes now, because you have all the tier 2 emotes as well as the tier 3 emotes. I didn't suffer 15 months of tier 3. Yeah, I read it out kind of sideways because it doesn't clarify, but thank you so much. I really appreciate that. You get the bell tree. You get the other me screaming. Zehata, you get Handsome Dave. Use that power wisely, will you please? And HD Shark, which is like real sharp pixels, you know? There's a Handsome Dave. I think the Handsome Dave might be tier 2, actually. I don't rightly remember. It sounds maybe bad that I can't remember what tier my emotes are, but I haven't updated the tier 2 and 3 ones in a while, and the slots there, I should use them. It is tier 2. Tier 2 Handsome Dave. Mad Hot Leaf, hello, you are correct. It is. Look at this little bird. Oh, I forgot about the fish and turkey. Of course. Handsome Dave be looking handsome. You can thank Hedge Wizardly for Handsome Dave. They're responsible for it. We ready for a tune? I think we're the only one here. Let's go. Give me that one song. I'm so sorry, I'm so crunchy. I'm afraid of Handsome Dave. Oh no. Do not be afraid. He is a friend, though he does not look it. Rag time, all one word. No. Oh, but yeah.
For another great year of streams. I've enjoyed every minute of being in this community and look forward to another year.
Why do I make that alert? Why did I make that alert so loud? Cosmo Sheep, oh my god, thank you for 10,000 bits. Ah! Oh my god, thank you so much. Oh, you're okay. I think I might have it like specifically to spook me. Oh my god. Lads, I want to see a few more good eggs. Oh, lads, thank you so much. Oh my, okay, this one's going out to you. No, not R2. Please don't drift. Please don't drift. Oh my goodness, that is going into the monitor fund as well. Thank you so much. Ah! And I hope we have you for another year. And several more years. Many more years. Let's have a sit right here. You ready? I hope I've typed this in right. Sometimes it's the other way around. You ready? Get the lighters out. Actually, maybe not lighters, just groove. Is this right? Yes! Yes, this is the right one. Cake, that means you gotta stream forever now. No take backs. I mean, I have no plans to not do this at any point in the future, so if you're happy to have me, I wanna see you groove. This is good. This is nice. I like the way he goes, Oh, goodness. Hedge says all of us at the retirement home watching Cake fumble through arthritis and still playing games as well as she does now. I mean, I can't imagine my hands will get much sorer in the next 20 to 30 to 40 to 50 years. They've kind of been like this since I was like 9 or 10, so I don't think it's getting any worse. Roto Twitch, hello! Welcome to the concert. How are you doing? Oh, it's only just me and Marina. Oh. Blush and Blue Slime, hello. How are you doing? The live versions do slap, honestly. They really do. Please tell me I... Oh, I forgot. Hang on. Yes. Okay, we have to let's do it again to get our CD, our record, our vinyl. I want to believe he's giving out vinyls. All right, round 2. Round 2, we gotta go again. He sends it per mail, but then I have to time crime, so we're gonna listen to it again. Are we ready? You get a letter in the mail, it's just a SoundCloud link. Oh, goodness. What's it called again? Ragtime. Alright. Let's go again. I don't have to listen again, but I kind of want to, and then it means we don't have to wait until the next day to get the music. Etoile will sit down. Go on, Etoile, you'll sit down. Okay, now we have more people for the concert. Let's do a little clap along this time. This time for real. And then after this, once we get this disc, we'll do a little visit to someone. Exclamation mark visit if you want to get in the pile, by the way. Wait, everyone claps along. Oh no! Wait, let me move myself over this side a second. I didn't know you could do this. Oh no! Right, the speed we're getting up here. They're just vibrating. Look at poor Etoile. Oh no. I don't think you can do anything else. You can just clap. Oh my god. Look at Marina. Her arm is so blurry. Oh no. This is too much power.
Their hands are full, so what are they clapping? Oh no.
They're slapping themselves repeatedly in the face. It actually does look, from this angle, it looks like Etoile is like slapping herself like right across the cheek. Thank you for the bits. Again, Cosmo Cheap. Oh my goodness, holy moly. Oh, if you hold a light stick, you can wave it around. So that's why they sell the light stick on Sundays at the shop. Or Saturdays, I suppose, normally. Speaking of ragtime, though, there's some groovy sounding ragtime arrangements of older Nintendo pieces in the SNES. I imagine a lot of that lends itself quite well to ragtime. Oh, I have to find where I put Nice Branch, because I emptied my inventory. Oh, hang on, I'll put myself back. Woo-hoo-hoo! He didn't give me the... Oh, he did give me the thing. I was too distracted by myself. Oh my goodness. But yeah, you can buy light sticks in the shop, I think, on Saturdays when he's here. I think it's only since the update, though, because you used to not really be able to do anything during a KK Slider show. You just had to stand there. And there was no applause after or anything. I'm glad they added the applause, because it felt really awkward, you know? Now, somebody said that ragtime is really good with the squeakoids. Let's go up. No, I went straight out. Thanks, controller. Desert Aquarius, thank you so much for 6 months of fun and good times. I thank you. How are you doing? Come in. Holy moly. Oh, the crunch out of me is unbelievable. Please go up the stairs. There we go. I should try Nice Branch next time. Alright, let's add a track. Here we go. Oh, this is great. Fluffy! Thank you so much for 2 months. You're a prime gal, so have my prime. Oh, you guys. Thank you, Fluffy. I thank you very, very much. Holy moly, lads. You're wild today. You're wild every day, but you're wild today. Oh, this is great. It's not menacing after dusk. I don't know what you're talking about. This is just a normal squeakoid gathering. I don't think the music fits the vibe of the room. You see, that makes it more sinister, doesn't it? That makes it that little bit more sinister. I just realized I forgot to put this on here. Hey. They're vibing. They're having a good time. Okay, I have a question about your attic. Well, you can send that question on a postcard. Alright, are we ready for a little visit? A visit. A little visit. Alright, the squeakoids bring their essence into creating a mega squeakoid. Maybe they are. Maybe they're banding together to create the one super squeakoid. Maybe they are. The soundscape makes it. I'll send my question to the FBI. No! I mean, if you want. Do you know the cursed candle magic wall flooring combo? Yes, and I'm missing what I need to make it happen, but I want to make it happen. And Voithil, thank you for 11 months. Came for the sharks, stayed for the gathering of the squeakoids. Hey, it's a fine way to spend your time. Thank you so much, Voithil. You're very kind. Will this fit in the house, actually? Hang on. So I know you obviously sacrificed a little bit of space, but you could make this all one wall. You could just turn one wall of a room into this. You could actually turn all the walls into it if you wanted. That's kind of cool. Alright, I'm going to do a 10-minute tour because I don't know if my brain is capable of paying attention to somebody's island for more than that. And then we're going to have a quick break. How's that sound? Outside walls for when you want to bring the outside inside. Exactly. Exclamation mark visit. I'll give you another minute to get in and I'll draw somebody. Let's go. Alright, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna draw somebody from the pile. Who have we got? Athrodusk! Athrodusk. We actually, this works out well because we didn't get to see everything on your island last time if you are ready to go. And I think, did you add me if you want to do it that way? I don't remember if I accepted. Let me just quickly check. For the record, I cannot, much as I would love to be able to, I can't accept everyone's friend request. But if we, you know.
Cam from a raid, stayed BQA.
Oh, Jedi!
Not BQA stave took my soul. Of course not 0.0.
Of course not. Of course not. Don't be silly. Thank you so much for the bits and thank you for sticking around. You guys. I accepted now. I'm sorry, Athrodusk. I saw the little ping. I was like, I'll do that in 1 minute. And I never did it in 1 minute. I never even did it in 3 minutes. So let me know when your gates are open, just so it's a little easier on yourself. Holy moly. And Randomly Able, hello. How are you doing? Let me see quickly, while we're waiting for the gates to open, I'll see what's available in our resident services. Let's see what we got going on. Outside walls for when you want the feeling of outside, but don't want to deal with the people. That's why people get gardens. It's true. Alright, let's see. I'll check. Actually, this doesn't change, does it? No, the fences do, but I don't think I have block fence. New fence. I didn't have that. I think is that new in the DLC, and I never got it. Oof says the villager I'm kicking out came over. I feel mean. Oh no. Oh, which villager is it? I won't judge you. I'm not here to judge you. But I'm just nosy. Oh. Nook shopping. Let's go. Rain hat. Oval glasses. A young tea. Okay. Nothing huge. Actually, I don't know if I have this. I'm gonna buy it just in case. Very weird. Hello. Happy Tuesday. How are you keeping? Meringue. I've had her forever and I got her photo yesterday. Oh, Meringue. Meringue is very cute. She's very, very sweet. I think Meringue used to be like a dream villager of mine. And I still really like her. I just don't know if I don't know if I want her. Nearly busted radio. Hang on, I've never seen this. What is this? Cosmo says stuck to deal with people. I've installed privacy fence and my neighbors still figure out how to bother me in my back garden. Oh no, that would drive me mad. Like, if you were friends with your neighbor and you have, you know, a little chat now and then, that's fine. But I remember when I was growing up, like, our garden walls were fairly high, but kids would run along the walls between houses to get, like, from one street to another. And I'd be, like, sitting minding my own business, and there'd just be kids, like, roaring at me. I'm like, leave me alone, child. Please. Oh, that is nearly busted. Look at that. Oh, that's kind of cool, actually. Listen. I actually really like that. I might put that in the garage. That's really, really cool. Yeah, it does the static and everything. The details in this game are great. They really are. I still can't get over the fact that there's a theremin in this game. An entire theremin. Perfect. Radio, someone still loves you. What a banger. Radio Gaga is such a tune. I don't want, if anyone ever comes in here and tells me that they do not like the song Radio Gaga, I'll have words with them. I will respect your opinion, but you'll have to know that it's wrong. I just realized if I go over to Athrodusk, she's gonna, I can't give her the gifts because she gave me these gifts to give to other people. Hang on, we gotta sort out something else. Missy Fork says, I found out recently that if you play KK Caspa through the music box, it sounds really spooky. Ooh, spooky, spooky. Spooky. Ven Sketches, hello, how are you doing? Bob Marble says, if anyone hates Queen, I don't trust them. It's like, you know, they got bangers, you know? Bangers. Bangers. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be so glad when December's over on my island. I can't stand the sound of the heckin' earthquake. Oh my god, no, I'm gonna... the single least favorite thing in this entire game, my single least favorite thing is mole crickets. Because you have to dig them up or they will not go away. You can't run around and scare them off because they're underground. You have to dig them up and get rid of them. I hate them so much. I'm done. I'm done. I've gotten that out of my system and I feel better now. Thank you for understanding. Thank you. I'm gonna bring Athrodusk some cute things. Don't look, Athrodusk. You're not allowed to look. And who would be a nice friend? A friend. You should be able to go inside and back out. Yeah, but then you have to go inside and back out. You have to, like, stop what you're doing. It's such a pain. They are the worst. They really are. I can't stand them. They drive me mad. Alright. They are the devil. And they're not even painted. They're just the devil. Oh my god, wait. These are automatically favorited. Hang on. Medieval wall in the living room. It's just minding its own business, you know? It's just there. It's just there. Alright, wrapping everything. Right, Athrodusk, let me know when you're ready. Mr. Ferg says, I play the game muted half the time so they don't bother me. Of all games, I can't... Actually, I'm kind of like this with most video games. I need to hear the sound of what I'm doing or my brain gets kind of confused. Like, I know I'm still doing things and occasionally, very occasionally, I'll play Animal Crossing while listening to something else. But it feels illegal. And I'll only do it, like, if I feel really anxious. Like, just something in my ears to relax me. But, like, even Minecraft, I have to play... No, maybe not with the music on, but with the sound on and maybe listening to other music. Fluffy says, I wish they'd separate audio sources within the game like they do with Pokemon. From an accessibility standpoint, it's really helpful. It would be really helpful. And I understand why they don't do it. Because I know the whole thing of, like, you know, it's supposed to be immersion. This is the experience of, you know, living on the island and whatever. But it would just be a nice little thing. Nice little thing. There's a small time crime. It's 1:37 AM here, but I made sure my Ables is open. Just opening gates to friends now. Grand. I'm ready. I'm ready. Yeah, also, for anyone who's deaf or anyway hard of hearing, subtitles. Like, I think the subtitles in Minecraft are just so, so handy. Like, they're just really clever. They're really simple. I like that. I like it. Rono Trish says, the only game I play without audio is Mario Maker, and that's literally it, but sometimes I shiny hunt in Pokemon while watching something else. See, something repetitive like that, like Shiny Hunty. Shiny hunting. I can understand, you know. Because that's just something repetitive, you know? Wait, does Bedrock not have subtitles? Oh, that's such a shame, because they're really, really handy. Like, even if you're not hard of hearing, or if you don't need them, like, for that sort of reason, like, they're just so handy to have. Like, if you're down, you're mining away, and you don't want to get set on fire, it will tell you that the lava is there before you can hear it. It's very, very handy. Mosselith, hello. I play games with audio for a bit till I'm used to the game, and I listen to something else like grinding, or doing stuff that isn't important to the story. Yeah, I can kind of, I've probably done that on occasion. And that kind of, that hits me as feeling right. Also, hang on. I have to make sure I have the right person here, because there's so many of you that are very good. So many of you. Mossolith. May I just quickly show the people what you made? May I show the people the texture packs that you made? As long as you're okay with it. If you're not okay with it, we won't do it. Because this is very good, and I feel like you'll all appreciate this very much. Go for it. Alright. So, yesterday, Mossolith posted in Discord that they had made a new texture for chickens in Minecraft that people could use if they wanted. Do you want to see it? Look who it is. Look who it is. I was half expecting Beans Furby. Oh no, not today, thank goodness. But they were not content with that. Oh, you're gonna like this. They were not content with that, and they were like, you know what? I'm going to make one for dolphins as well. It's the boy. It's the boy. Look how cute that is! Look at it! Look at it! I need to try these out after stream, like, later on, because they are just so sweet. They have posted links on the Discord in Minecraft General. If you want, Mossolith, if you're comfortable doing so, if you want to share it with people who are not subbed on the sub server, you can throw it in Video Games General as well. It's so cute. So cute. I love them. I love them! Can we get some appreciation for Mossolith, because that is just so good. So good.
Did someone say cursed?
Regularly.
Here have some salty bits, PogChamp.
Thank you for the salty bits. Thank you for all the bits, Cosmonaut. Oh my goodness. You're wild. New worm. Sorry, I think I've been saying your name wrong this whole time. New worm, how are you doing? Hello and welcome in. We're going to the island of Demonia for a quick little 10-minute run around, because I think it was 5 minutes last time. We're doing the real quickfire ones there before Christmas. Shark is in Minecraft now, and a friend. A real friend. A real friend. Have fun in Athros Island. Have a 2-hour lecture. Oh my goodness. Good luck. Good luck in your lecture. I hope it all goes well. I'll post them there when I'm on my computer. If anyone needs help downloading it, feel free to DM me on Discord. And Mossolith, you're very good. I'm so excited to try them out. I downloaded one of them, and I think I tried to download the other, but I think I downloaded the same one twice because, you know, sometimes the brain's just not screwed in right. You know. I've been kind of feeling like that all morning. I'm feeling a bit sluggish, I suppose. Oof says, day 3 of inviting a 12 and forgetting to give her stuff. No! Oh no. Alright, lads, we're on the way to Athrodusks. Give it up for Athrodusks Island of Demonia. Is there anyone who hasn't seen the island yet? Because it's very cool. It's very, very, very cool. Very cool. Cool. Oh, I see a wave of appreciation. Oh, look at that. This is, I think, maybe my first time seeing it in daylight as well. Or one of the first times I've seen it in daylight. Look at it! Look at that! Look at that! Yeah, it's so fantastic. I really, really love this island. The castle stuff is very cool. Whew. Oh, Wellerk, you don't know if you've seen it. I hope you enjoy what you see because it's lovely. It really, really is. Swordfish, hello. How are you keeping? How's things with you on this fine... Every time I move my arm, my elbow cracks. Tuesday. And Flamelight, hello. Currently avoiding studying for exams. The cycle looks pretty cool. There's your praise after dusk. You better accept that praise. And Flamelight, I hope you're keeping well and I hope you get your studying done eventually. Hello, after dusk. I'm gonna set a timer. We have 10 minutes. 10 of them. Let's go! Let's go, let's go. Unce, 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 unce. I really like that you were able to make the Christmas decorations kind of goth this year. Like, I really liked it. Actually, I think maybe you could do it last year and I just didn't realise. Well, Alex says I do recognise it a bit, but I think I was distracted last time. This is the time you get to see what's going on. There's a theremin in here somewhere. You can hear it. You can hear it. Oh, is that a little... Oh, wait, I'm stuck. I don't know where I went. Here we go. I didn't go under the arch properly. There's loads of little theremins around the place. Loads and loads of them. If you stand here, it looks like the sheep is in the water. Just vibing in there. Oh, this is so, so pretty. I'm still amazed that there's just a little seat on here and I figured it out by accident on my island. I had no idea it was a seat until I just ran into it the wrong way. Or the right way, if you think about it. Oh, this is so good. Look at it. Look at all it. Oh, wait, no, get back here. Get back here. What is this? Where do I... This is so cool. This is so cool. What is it? I want one. I don't know where I intend to put it, but I think it would be kind of cool, like, as part of a forest. It'd be very, very cool. Giant vine. Oh, look at this view. Look at this. Look at this little castle. Love it. Love it. We've got a blue froggy chair. A blue one. There's eyes in the stamp on the eyes. Stamp, 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 and move it on the eyes. Da, 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 da. Imagine you're just walking along and there's just eyes looking up at you. Oh, it's a giant vine I got through Happy Home. Ah. I'll have to keep an eye out for that. Because that's really cool. I don't really know where I intend to put it, but somewhere, you know. Rock garden. It's a nice little rock garden. I think I have figured out that I want to... You know those two bits of land I rose up at the back of my island? I think I'm going to make one of them into a spot for a rock garden, because I can't think of what else to do with it. If the walls can have ears, the floors can have eyes. What is this? Wait, where's it gone? You got a whole machine over here. Now, mind you, I don't know what the machine is for. You know, there's a lot to take in here. We can pretend nothing happened here. We can just move along. Move right along. Oh, there's another machine here. Where are these machines from? Big elaborate machines. This is gorgeous though. Look at all of this. A little bamboo forest. Not sure what's scarier, the redacted or the chainsaw. It's a little bit of both. A little from column A, a little from column B, you know. You know how it be. Would you like your manicure on the ice table? Keep your hands cold. JDK, hello! And I thank you very much. You're very kind. How are you keeping? I like this little garden. I like the little ice seats. Nice and cool. Nice and cool. On we go. On and along we go. We've got a load of bones over here just sitting there on the... Oh, what is this? I've never seen it before. Oh! Didn't expect it to do anything. I'm leaving now. I'm pretty alright. Hope you're well too. I'm hanging in there. I'm doing alright. I'm doing alright. This is cool. I want that tree. That's really cool. Ooh, nice place to have a cup of tea. Nice view out over this way. What's up here? Is this a stage? Let me out. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Let me out. It's a shark museum. Don't worry about the TOS. I didn't see it if you didn't. Nobody saw anything. If you listen carefully, you can hear the theremin going wild. Sorry, I'll stop wasting time. We've so much more to see. Oh, I just saw this. That's really cute. I like that a lot. A lot. Oh, I love these little vine gate things. This is so good. Ooh, oh, I really like... Ooh, look at this. Look at this. I like this. No, I'm okay. But that look... I really like that. That's gorgeous. Ah. This is good. It's just, it's so much detail, and it's one thing I always get really hung up on is I'm always afraid of making something too cluttery, so that I end up not doing nothing, or not doing anything. Oh dear. I love this. I really like that statue in the middle of the pond. There's something just very... There's something very... There's something very sinister about it. Something very sinister. The forbidden text! Oh, dear. On we go. Onwards. Onwards and along. Oh, illegal. Illegal. Oh, it's your man. Oh, it's a tiny little village. It's a teeny tiny little village. Is this where all the lads live? I don't know who the lads are, but do they be living here? And K-Shell, hello. It has been a while. How are you keeping? Come in, come in. You know, I think after this I'm gonna make myself a little warm drink. My throat is really sore. But I want to play more Animal Crossing and have a nice time with you, you know? Sinister, you say the eyeballs on the floor, says ignore all that. Ah, Tamo Guppy! Thank you so much for the raid! Come in, come in. Catherine Soph, hello. Fabulous Joe. Incredible names all around. Can we get a wave of sharks to say hello to everyone coming in? How are ye doing? Come in, come in. We're over at Athrodusk's Island showing off what they've been working on, which is a lot. A lot. How's things? How's tricks? How are you doing? Are ye very well? Are ye very, very, very well? If you're here for the very first time, I'm Cake or Cake Jumper. I'm a variety streamer. We're playing some Animal Crossing today. And this is Shark. He's my co-host. If you'd like to give him a hug, exclamation mark hug Shark. It is free. It is easy. And he appreciates it very much. He does. It's true. What were you up to? What were you playing? The little message was there, but it went up so fast I missed it. Oh. This is so good. So good. Oh, all the theremins keep catching me off guard. I'm like, oh, what is that? Ugh. Holy moly. This is brilliant. Also, praise Dave. Someone did spend 1 million channel points last night to release him, so he is around. He is around. Oh, you played through Genshin. Oh. I feel like Genshin gets new content fairly regularly. Is it good? Is it very, very good? I hope you're having a nice time. Obsessed with all the little eyes in the ground. Yeah, there's loads of them. I like the little details. Wait, where'd that just go? Don't leave me here. Digital wolves. Honestly, that's what it sounds like. Bullshit, thank you for 9 months. Can I name my sub baby after my niece, or is that considered weird? You name your sub baby whatever you want to name it. We're not here to be weird at you. How are you doing? Alright, there's only half a minute on the clock, but once I enter a house, we don't leave until we see as much as the person's willing to show off. Yeah, Inquired Screaming, it happened last night. 1 million channel points. 1 million of them. All at once. Afterdusk, are you aware that your house is partially on fire? Afterdusk, your couch is a bit toasty looking there. It's a little toasty there. I'm not sure if you're aware. I don't think they know. The one night you missed, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna make it a highlight, but there's lots of clips, and I think it's maybe about 3 hours into the VOD. I don't rightly remember. Oh. Ooh! How'd you do that? Did I do that? How do you do that? How do you do it? How do you make that happen? I want this. I just think that's cool. I have no idea how that happened. I don't know what the requirements are to make it happen. Is that a gyroid? It is! It is a gyroid, I'm hearing. And there's the gamer setup, of course. Have to have the gamer setup. Adado says, you think that's toasty? You should see my kitchen. Oh boy, here we go. Oh, if you turn off the light. Ah, I'm here. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. Keishal says, make me want to play AC again. I'm gonna have to leave Terraria for a bit. I think it'll update my island. You could always take a little time. A little time to update the island. Yeah, you never know. You might get hooked on it again. Do you ever feel like an owl on fire? Like an owl on fire. Like an owl on fire. I present to you this owl on fire. This owl on fire. This owl on fire. After dusk, we're gonna have some words about this house. The Owl of Pain. Oh god. It's the opposite of the this is fine meme. It's like the owl is on fire and everything else is fine. Oh dear. Poor owl. You know, I'm starting to get the feeling that After Dusk's house might be haunted. But, like, I feel like it might be an invited haunting. I don't know what you call that. When somebody's happy to have their house haunted. Mistake, maybe? I don't know. This seems fine. This is exactly the meme. After Dusk sitting at home, being all like, this is fine while everything around is on fire. That's it. Can't say the same for that poor owl, though. That owl is definitely a light. I'm going to leave now before I get sacrificed. A friendly haunting. Exactly. Exactly. When you summon demons so you can serve them lunch. Yeah. Svepim, hello! Svepim, how are you keeping? What is going on? I hope you're very, very well. Lovestruck says I'm in love with the glowing floor thing. It's really cool. I had seen pictures. Oh, this is a very normal bathroom. Wait. I mean, like, there's some bats around the mirror, but compared to everything else we've seen, this is a... Afterdusk. Can I ask you a question for a moment? Afterdusk, dear. Why is there a drum next to the toilet? It's like you turn around, you're hoping the toilet paper's there, and instead you get... It's so you can let people know someone's in there instead of the awkward, this one's taken interaction. You sit there and you just constantly play the drum with one arm. You just reach out and that's like, or you could, you know, reach out. I mean, you want to be careful with that kind of stuff, but it's a toilet drum roll. Jeff and Amber Shee sharing the brain cell today. Oh my goodness. Oh, Svepim. My best advice to you is to just knock it into Facebook debates. I know that's not particularly helpful, but Godspeed. It's tougher when it's family. Godspeed. Where's Athrodus gone? I've been abandoned in this haunted house. There's Alex of Ohio! Quick, get him! There he is! There's the one who unleashed Dave! Alex, how are you doing? Hello. I think maybe I haven't been upstairs yet. Loving the bats. The bats are actually really good, aren't they? Also, Evie Caps, how are you keeping? You doomed us all! Oh, this is where you were. Hello. JDK says, I deleted Facebook before Christmas to make my life so much easier. See, I don't want to delete mine because I do have friends who don't use any other social media. But I just don't... I check it like once a week at most. And I'm not in any groups anymore. At least not that I check outside of like some friends. And that's it. That's it. We're starting a band. Oh, we have the bats up here as well, actually. Look at that. Yeah. And Will, we're very well. How are you keeping, Will? Are you well, Will? This is so good. The moon! The moon! The moon is on fire! The moon is on fire! Why is the moon on fire? It's only a little on fire. But it's on fire. I think we've seen all rooms. And we have a shark close-up in 1 minute. Lads, can we give it up for Athrodusk and Athrodusk's Island, which we actually got to see a little bit better this time around, because last time was 5 minutes. Athrodusk, have I given you the shark hoodie already? I don't think I have. I'm not sure. Thank you so much for the tour! I'm going to just follow you to wherever it is we're going. But it could be able to... Just, I feel like anytime I've been here before, it's been nighttime and I haven't been able to give you the hoodie. Because, you know... time zones and whatnot. Unfathomably good island, says Rowan with Twitch. An incredibly good island. Where am I? Here I am. Here I am. I'm still here. I'm still here. Shark hoodie time. JDK says I still got my Facebook account so I can search for things on Marketplace and people can still contact me through Messenger. I just don't use the social media aspect of the social media platform. It's great as a messaging app to keep in touch with people, but and there's a few people I would still talk to on Messenger, but like, other than that, I'm just like, There's nothing, there's very little that I stay on there for. Alright, I'm putting Shark Hoodie here. Darn, my island is only fathomably good. Oh, goodness. Right, where's the boy? Here he is. Don't need it. We ready? There he is! There's the boy! Yes! Alright, I must make tracks back to my own island, and I need to take a quick break and get a beverage. A warm beverage, I think. I want to delete Facebook, but some people still insist on using it. I turned off all notifications and we checked if I am unfathomably bored. I turned off all notifications and it started creating new notifications. I don't have the app, and I haven't used the app in a long time. I'm going to not look at the naked man. I do not want to look at the naked man. But like, it started creating new notifications. It would make up things to send me notifications about. It's like, no, I don't want this anymore. I'm stuck. Atherdusk, you're gonna have to lead me back to the airport. I do not know how to get back. Please bring me to the airport. I don't know how to leave. I don't know how to leave. Okay, I bought Just Dance for the Switch, and there's a random Irish Meadow song amongst the list of songs. What is Irish Meadow song? I'm not familiar with that. I have no idea what that is. Not a clue. Not a single idea. Oh, it's such a long way to go. Ooh, please let me through. Let me through. Let me through. I feel like I'm moving really slowly, but I think it might just be lag. Oh my god, I forgot about those. Alright, here we are. Atherdusk, thank you so much for the tour! I have some gifts for you. You are not allowed to give them back. It is illegal to return these gifts to me. It is, like, highly illegal to return these gifts. Thank you so much! Goodbye, Atherdusk. Thank you for the tour. Wait. Oh, here we are. I was like, where's the... Where's the way? Wait. One thing. We didn't see the town flag. Wait a second. Can we please take a moment for Atherdusk's town flag? That is incredible. How did I not see that? Did you not have this last time? Because I did not notice it at all. That is incredible. Marcus Reed! Oh my goodness. Marcus Reed, thank you for gifting 5 subs to Beth, Warped Lotus, Urban Cowboy, Indigo Mage, and Fallen. Oh my goodness. Lads, I want to see some good eggs right now this minute. Marcus, thank you so much. It's incredibly kind of you. Holy moly. And K-Shell, thank you for 8 months. 8 of them. 8 of them. I thank you very, very much. Oh my goodness gracious tonight, lads. Thank you again, Atherdusk. Oh, you had it last time. Do you know what it was? I was going around so fast, I probably didn't even notice. Because I was in and out in 5 minutes, in and out of everyone's island. Oh my goodness, that's so good. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I can't believe. I don't want to start on this, but I'm going to start on it a little. I cannot believe Halloween was so long ago. Marcus Reed says, I said 2 hours ago that I'd sub, and since the opportunity is taken away from me, I give some away. Ah, you're too good. You really are. Thank you so much. Oh, you guys. Caroline says, gotta go to the shops. I'll be back in a bit. Will you get me a mint cornetto? Please. Just a little mint cornetto. Halloween is a state of mind, but you know, I like that time of year quite a lot. I really think what ruins Halloween for me sometimes, or not ruins Halloween, but like ruins the month, is just the clocks moving around. I honestly think that if the time did not change in October, I would have more energy the whole way through, because as soon as that happens, I'm completely, like, my whole body is just completely out of whack and I don't get anything done. JDK wants an Arizona tea from the shop. What else are we getting? Oh my god, wait, did I tell you that I got a load of, like, American snacks? Did I tell you? Did I tell you? Because I got snacks. Got so many snacks. I got snacks from Kelly. Can we get a shout out for Kelly Siren? _ in the middle. And I have... What have I got? I've got Cheez-Its. I got Chex Mix. I got Twinkies. I tried to eat one. This might be embarrassing. I couldn't eat the Twinkie. I got halfway through and it was actually too sweet for me. Also, we have a shark close-up. Let me give you your close-up. This is dedicated to Svepim. And it's for anyone who needs it. However, Cheez-Its. How does anyone get anything done when Cheez-Its exist? They're so good. Like, they are dangerously... Oh my god. They're like, you know the little fish shaped crackers? They're not fish flavored. They're just little light crackers. They're like those, but they taste like cheese. They're incredible. Hang on, you know what? I'm just going to show you what I got. Let me give you more shark first, though. Doom, doom. Doom, doom. Doom, doom. Doom, 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 doom. Yeah, the little goldfish. That's them. Hang on. Give me a second. I'll show you what I got. Give me a sec. So I asked, before she was come over, she was like, "Is there anything you'd like?" I was like, "Could you please get me some cinnamon toast crunch?" So I got some cinnamon toast crunch, because you can buy it here, but no word of a lie, it is extortionate. It's like €10 for a box of cinnamon toast crunch here. It is so expensive. I haven't had any yet. But yeah, they're very expensive here because, you know, they're just not made here. We do have an equivalent, which is curiously cinnamon. They're not as good. They're nowhere near as good. They're not as cinnamony. They're very mild. This is the good stuff. I've got fancy Cheez-Its duos with jalapeno and cheddar Jack. I don't know who Jack is, but like I'm very happy about this. I haven't tried them yet, but I tried normal Cheez-Its, like just regular whatever they are, and they're so good. They are so good. And for some reason, the packaging makes me think of like the late 90s. Is anyone getting that? Anyone know what I mean? There's something about the Cheez-It logo that makes me think of the 90s. That might just be my excitement about cheese snacks talking. But also, ooh, the one thing here that I haven't tried already is Chex Mix. I have no idea what this is going to be like. Savory Chex Mix. It's really hard to say. Chex Mix. It doesn't really flow. Chex Mix, atheists. We also have Jolly Ranchers, which have been opened, and they're really good. I don't know why I always imagined the Jolly Ranchers were like jellies. I always thought they were like little soft jelly sweets. But they're hard candy. They're pretty good. It took me so long to eat one, but they're really good. So good. So good. So good. I'm gonna put these back out in the kitchen, and I'm going to take a break for like 2 minutes. And that's it. That's it. Oh, I like the pepper jack cheese. I tried recently. Oh, I'm excited to open these, but I need to wait for the right time, you know? Wellerk says Cheez-It is also responsible for my only logo change that I like better than it was before. They changed the hyphen to be a Cheez-It. Massive improvement. Oh, it is a little Cheez-It. I hadn't noticed. That's really... I like that. I like that. Alright. I'll be back in 2 minutes. I'll leave you with the lovely sounds of... Actually, will I run you into the shark room? Everybody hold on tight. Zitar, hello. I'm running into the shark room so you can have shark room music, because it feels wrong to leave you on the Be Right Back screen without the shark room music going, you know? It feels illegal. And I'll check my post after. Still here. Somehow I'm still here. Josh says, I had Cheez-Its once and my life feels less complete knowing I can't just walk to the store and buy them here. I dread to think how much it would be to try and get them online for here. I'm in danger, though, once I have these. Take the break. I'm taking the break in a second. I'm running you into the shark room. Here you go. Here you go. Okay, shark room music. Back in 2. Please give Shark a hug while I'm gone. Just like 1 or 3.
It's the boy, praise be to the boy.
Give me those. It was Dave's fault. Ah, yes. Dave did this. I don't think Dave or Shark are responsible for this. I think somebody's responsible for this, but you know, not those two. Warp Lotus says your outfit's amazing. Thank you. It's a dress with a dressing gown. It's a dress with a dressing gown, and I've tucked it in under the collar like that. That's like legitimately that's what I'm wearing. But it feels cute and it looks cute, so you know it works. It works. He has so much to say. Kova, hello. How are you doing? The shark was full on grooving. You should have seen. He was just going for it, I imagine. Hang on, I'm gonna just grab. No, never mind. I changed my mind. There we go. There we go. Alright, comfortable. Ready to go. Okay. Okay. Cord is heckin' cute. Thank you. It is, it's not very fancy, but I do kind of want another one of these dresses because they tend to go on sale for, like, genuinely €10. They do fit a petticoat. I just didn't want to wear one today because I was feeling a bit, you know. Also, I'm just looking back at stuff. Cosmo Cheap, thank you for 100 bits while I was off on me little break. They're your bits, Shark. You get... They were for you. They were all for him. But yeah, pretty comfy. Now, what were we doing before we went on a break? Petticoat and exactly. Sometimes you just can't be bothered. It's actually just, I don't know what it is. Sometimes when I'm feeling delicate, I don't want so many layers on. And some other times it's just very comfortable. Red Wolf, thank you for gifting 10 subs to Tegway, Ariel, Real Fine Mood, Reg Plate, Sophie Gar, Magic, Cold Soup, Zetar, Spike Puffin, Good News, and Maleficus. Red Wolf, thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Lads, you're going wild today and yesterday. You're all going wild. Thank you so much. Oh my god, that's it. You can't leave now. If you have emotes for the first time, let's see them. Let's see. You throw them around. Let's see those emotes. Also, if anybody was looking to join the Minecraft server, if you are subscribed, even if it's a gift, you are welcome to join. Now, once you're... Oh, thank you, Atherdusk. I thank you very, very much. Once your subscription runs out, I think you get maybe a 3-day grace period, and then you can't access the server, but you can come back whenever you want, as long as you don't leave anything like half finished for months. So if you're one of a recent subscriber or whatever, if you get gifted again, you know. Now, I need to still take down some Christmas decorations. And it's getting late in the day, so we might do a little time crime. A little crime of the time variety. Just keeps on track here. Tired and Underwhelming says I accidentally hit Sasha with a shovel. No! Oh, poor Sasha. What Zathras said, I had already forgotten that I opened the post. I'm a fool. Let's do this. I really am in 3 places at once. Money! More money. I'm putting this in the bank. I'm putting this into savings. Athros, thank you so much! Oh my goodness. And Silent Booty, hello. You have arrived exactly when you mean to. How are you doing? Speaking of people arriving exactly when they mean to, we are going to be watching the Fellowship of the Ring this Saturday over on Discord. For anyone who's subbed, we have subscriber film nights. And I don't know if we'll be starting at 7 or 8 o'clock my time, because... But we'll see. Marsh has been hosting. Marsh is very good. And I'm so excited. I haven't watched it since maybe this time last year, because I can't, sorry, all my words are getting like caught up together. We watched the trilogy last year and it was great, and I haven't had the chance to watch it again since, and I'm so looking forward to it. In happier news, I think Pietro is starting to like the house remodel I did from. I can't wait to unlock that. I haven't had the energy or the creativity at the minute to put into designing more stuff out in the island, but I'm gonna get there. Oh, I'm gonna get there. The movie streams are honestly so much fun. Much thanks, March, for hosting them for us. I'm so glad you enjoyed them, because it was, I would like to make this very clear, it was actually Marsh Girl's idea to do this. It was Marsh Girl's idea to have film nights, so it is 100% all the credit to her. And it's just a nice little time. Oh my goodness. Right, I think we were going to do something, but I think we might do a little time crime. A little time crime. Let's do it. Let's do it. Cute ghost friend, thank you for the bits. Oh my god, I've been Dense Peter!
I told my mum about Dense Peter the Gengar and how he got his name, and she picked him up and said Thick Peter, and then she patted his tail and said Thick Peter. Anyway, I'm dead now as a result.
Thick Peter! Oh, goodness. Well, you know, I'm glad everybody is happy with the name. I'm glad it's all worked out. This Thick Peter. I love how Automod is just latching all of those, like, no you don't. Oh my god. After just says, Cake, I have max spells, so if you need help with giving presents to people on Animal Crossing streams, I'm more than happy to help. Thank you! Wait, when you say max spells, like, does it get to a point where it just doesn't update anymore? What is the maximum amount of bells that you can have? Also, Dense Peter the Gengar is still... It's such a great name. I still love it so much. I think it's incredible. Oh, goodness. Hedge says, if it gets to that point, I have a billion bells. Wait. A billion. How do you get a billion? How do you get a billion bells? I just spend my bells as soon as I get them. Well, usually. I know I have some stuff in the bank at the minute, but that's because people gave them to me. Oh my goodness. Oh, Brittany Bob! Hello! Thank you for 17 months. How are you keeping us? Lovely to see you. Come in, come in, come in. Are you well? Are you very, very well? Oh, Flick is here. Very good. I would like a campsite villager, but you know, Flick is good too, I guess. That's a lot of selling sea bass to get a billion. A billion bells. My god. Having trouble spending it all. Well, I'm glad that you thought to, you know, share it with people. That's incredibly kind of you. Holy moly. Stuff we got. I think I have this already, but I just thought I'd pick it up, you know. Wolfster says, I have a bunch of bells, but I rarely buy anything because I don't necessarily like what pops up. Yeah, sometimes you can just be unlucky with the rotation, you know. I don't know if I have the informative statue, so I'm gonna run over to Blathers with this. And actually, we never went to Brewster yesterday. Let's go and have a little chat with him, see what he's doing. Cute Ghost Friend says, I have 200,000 bells. I'm not good at saving. It's alright, you and me both. Brittany Bob says, No! I'm home with the sickness. Feels fine, but a positive test means time in the nest. Oh no! Can we get a little goodness for Brittany Bob? I'm glad you feel okay at least, but oh, that's so sickening. Charred bamboo shoots. Charred bamboo shoots. We can now make more food. Alright, let's go. Let's go directly to Blathers and see what he has to say about this informative statue. I know it's real. I just don't remember if I have it or not. I know I could just go run and look for it, but you know me and trying to see things. Renting people's islands who have 650 turn price. How did you... If you don't mind sharing, and you don't have to tell us if you don't want, how did you get a billion bells after dusk? A billion. I think this is fake. I must have the informative statue though already. But I think the warrior statue is fake, I'm not sure. No, it's fake. It's fake. It's fake. It's fake. That's alright. I must have the informative statue. I don't remember getting... I remember vividly getting the fake one because it's like bright blue. Oh, you got it for Treasure Island. I've always... I don't know what it is. I'm always afraid to get that much money from a Treasure Island. I've gotten like a few small little bits and bobs, but you know, I'm not here to, you know, I want to make it very clear, particularly for anyone new, we do not judge people for going to Treasure Islands. You go get your stuff. You go have fun. It is a video game. It's not a competitive one either, but I've gotten a few bits and bobs the odd time. It was 100% tax fraud. Well, if you want to out yourself like that after dusk, I mean, I'm here fighting everyone's corner. Oh, goodness. I have heard that if you do it with turnips on a Treasure Island, that it does kind of break your stock market achievement. But, you know, that's a risk you have to take sometimes. Geek Restaurant says, your local AC Boomer, what's a treasure island? So people, the one I'd be familiar with, I think, is Sakura Gaming or something like that. It's an island that people have on usually like a modified Switch or some such system where you can go on and you can, there's like items just laid out across the whole island. So all the houses are usually off like over one side past the border a little bit. The shops are moved and everything, and it's just like well, not millions, but like loads of items of all kind laid out in different categories that you can pick up, and a lot of them will do like broken turnip prices, so they turn the turnip price up to like the maximum that they absolutely can, and then you pick up a thing of turnips and you go in and sell it, and it just maxes out your bells. Oh no, I just said I wouldn't drink the hot coffee. No, he's not happy with me. Coffee time. I hope he's not insulted. I'm afraid of disappointing him as well. I'm gonna bring a coffee for the road. Clovis says, I also frequent Treasure Islands. I've had a few small streamers, so it's like, easier to get in on the islands. It's just like, it's a nice little thing. I think it's nice anyway. Because, like, some people really like the challenge of getting stuff in this game. And that's great. Like, I appreciate the grind. But sometimes you just want to go pure mad and have a nice island. And it's nice that there's people willing to just let people into these islands for free. And of course you can contribute if you want. But, you know, it's very sweet of people. It's very, very kind. Tim Flower, hello. Did I run into Rossetti in the cafe? I think I invited him to the cafe because I think I have his amiibo card from years ago. I think I might have invited him one time. Do not remember. Hedge says, I still remember my month-long mission in New Leaf to complete the coffee shop stuff so I could get the waistcoat. I'm still puzzled at the New Leaf coffee shop because, so for anyone who hasn't played New Leaf, the whole thing was that you could work at the coffee shop with Brewster and serve people coffee. But I don't think it was actually possible to do it without a guide, because they tell you, you had to do, I think it was like you had to choose the type of beans, the amount of milk and the amount of sugar. But they would only tell you one of those, and it could be anyone. Like, it could be any of the villagers, it could be any other NPCs. I think sometimes you could get villagers that weren't on your island. I might have imagined that bit. But it would take so long if you were to try and do it on your own to remember everyone's coffee order. Like, you'd have to write it down. There's no way. Like, it just took so long to figure it out. So, I think everyone just looked it up. Like, I don't know if it was actually possible to do without looking it up online. It was incredibly tough, and it was kind of grueling, to be honest. After a while, literally every customer I had to... Yeah, a lot of the time, even if I'd only had them once or twice, I'd come in and someone would be like, give me the usual. And it was so tough. Oh. And don't get me wrong, New Leaf was a good game. I would not take that back. Oh, goodness. Alright, we are gonna dig this up here, and then we're gonna check the shops. Deandre says, I still have the little notebook I wrote the villagers' preferred flavors and sugars in. Oh, that's really sweet. Oh, that's very nice. I never buried my gyroid fragment yesterday. I'm gonna do that now. Be grand. Actually, it was snowing as well, so I think there should be a gyroid around on the island somewhere. I don't have a water can. That's okay. I kind of would like the different kind of coffee orders as a minigame for New Horizons. It sounded fun when people talked about it. See, it is fun, but after a while it's just, I don't know. I just didn't personally enjoy it, but that's a personal opinion, you know? You know? Doesn't mean nobody enjoyed it. I think I used to just get really frustrated with things where, like, it didn't feel like a minigame. You just had to, I don't know, go. Jennifer says, chat, pick a number between 1 and 10. Zahata says 11.
Have you ever thought about playing the original Animal Crossing game?
I have. I don't have a GameCube, and I know emulating is usually fine, but you know, it's a bit... messy. It's a bit messy. What did I come in here for? I came in here for a watering can. Here we go. Cove says I didn't touch Treasure Islands or time travel for the first few months I played this game. Once I got a 5-star island, the genuine way I decided to go mad. Now I commit many time crimes and frequent Treasure Islands. See, that's kind of how I feel about it. Like, you do your achievements, you're like, yep, did those, now you go mental. You pure mad. Just go for it. Just go for it. Now, where's my watering can? Here we go. Jedi, thank you for giving 4 subs to Lou the Scribe, Jason, Tiki Winky, and Fry Alive. Jedi! You're wild! Did you be... Ah! I want to see some good eggs for Jedi right now. Right now, this minute. Oh no, I should have said... Oh god, thank you so much. Oh my goodness. I don't know what I'm going to do with you, lads. I will accept the love. Of course I will. Of course. You guys. Heck. Heck. Oh. I don't know what to do with you. It's a hat. I don't know what that kind of hat is called. Let's go find out. Wait, they don't have the names of the hats in here. Are they under the names of the items? Oh, they do. They do. It pops up ahead. I don't know how I forgot that. What is that? A Glengarry hat. No. 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 I don't know. I didn't know that. I don't know things. What we got today? What's the... Oh! I can be like a cool kid in an old TV show. Actually, wait. If I get some good pants with this, hang on. What did they wear back in the... You know, this isn't the worst thing I've ever worn. It's not the best thing I've ever worn, mind you, but... I feel like I need... What do I want with these? Perfect. Ski pants. The sweatshirt reminds me of Full House, due in honor of Bob Saget. Oh yeah, I heard Bob Saget passed away there. No, I haven't seen Full House, but I know it was a very big deal. I do actually kind of like this jumper. I think I like this color best. What? I thought that said skinwear. I do not know why I thought that, but I did, and I'm very sad about it. Right, what else do we have? Shuya, hello! I'm well. How are you? How are you doing? What shoes did people wear back in the day? I don't know how people dressed back in the day. My memory is so fuzzy. I don't think they wore ski pants anyway. And probably not the head bow, but look, what are they gonna do? Now I really look like I'm gonna rob somebody. Hang on, we can make this work. You know, as it goes, Sparrowhawks, hello. Oh no. Oh, well, actually no. Uggs come back into style. It seems like every 8 to 10 years. Because when I was a teenager, I was like 13 to 14, 15. Uggs were really in fashion with like a particular set of people. And I don't mean that in like an offensive way. I just mean like, you know, it was a particular style of teenagers who loved Uggs so much. And I never understood it. They just weren't my thing, even though I know now that they're just really comfortable. But I kind of like this. And I'm not really a pants person. Hang on, I'll see if there... I don't think there's any skirts that would be nice. I kind of like this. I don't hate it. Because it doesn't look... I don't know, I think it has to be the pants. This is me today. This is me. I'm wearing pants. Redby says I hated Uggs. I think I know exactly why I disliked Uggs, other than just not being my style. when I was in like summer college and we'd all be like boarding there for 3 weeks and stuff, there'd be all these like very, very well off kids with brand new Uggs and stuff, and they would wear the Uggs like out in wet weather, and they would be soaked through, and they just looked like the most unappealing, most uncomfortable thing when someone had walked around in them in the rain, because they hadn't thought to bring any other shoes with them for like summer in Ireland, which is rainy. I don't get it. I don't get it. Ugg slippers look very comfortable, but you know, they're still not really my thing, but I definitely understand the appeal more now than when I was younger, you know? Because they do look very comfy and very cozy. Tardin Roaming says, I just found one of the cutest gyroids I've ever seen. What kind of gyroid is it? Do you remember the Converse Heat knee highs? Yes, I always wanted a pair, but my calves were too big. I couldn't get them in my size to fit my calves. Also, then I think I chickened out of getting them. And honestly, I'd be tempted to get long Converse now. Only that they're so flat that I can't really wear them. The blue boys. Oh my god, blue boys are so... Hang on. Whatever thought you have in your brain, hold it. I need to scratch my nose, and I don't want to do it on camera because it's not very flattering. Ah, itchy nose! This happens to me every so often. It always happens on Animal Crossing streams as well. My nose just gets itchy. Itchy. Whew, I'm okay now. I'm good. All is well. And Void Ghost, hello. It's been a hot minute. I am well, though. How are you? Tell me all about it. What's going on? What is the crack? I don't know what I came in here to sell. Probably just the tulips and stuff. There we go. Hacha. Sorry, I just realized my leg is squeaking against my desk weirdly. A scatteroid. What do they sound like? What do they look like? But yeah, when I think of Uggs, I still kind of think of them just being soppy from the rain. Like sopping wet and kind of soggy looking, and nobody really wants that. Which is a shame, because, you know, they're warm. Super Magic's box says, does Cake Jumper have a coffee or a Patreon? I actually don't have either. I was considering setting one up, but I don't know how I feel about it, because he already contributed to me quite a lot, and I'm considering getting the Stream Elements donation set up soon, because I know some people like to go direct, so I will let you know if I get that set up again soon, TM, because that's, I suppose, the same idea. Would that be alright? Ting. Ting. I hope that will do the job, because I know a lot of people quite liked having that different avenue. The Streamlabs tip page is still up, but I won't get a notification for it is the only thing. I still need to unlink a lot of stuff there, although I will admit I'm still using some of their widgets because they're just much more intuitive to use than the Stream Elements ones. Let us show our love and appreciation! Thank you, lads. Super Magic Box, you're very kind. Once I have that set up, I'm so sorry, my nose is so itchy, I'm actually gonna rip my face off. I will let you know. You're very good. You're very, very good. Don't know what to do with you. Bulbination says, I'm cleaning a DSi I got and just lost a spring for one of the shoulder buttons. Oh no. Oh, rest in zest. Oh my goodness. Hedge Residue says, the Streamhouse tip page is still up. Do you want me to link it? So if you do want to, I can check until I get the thing set up. The only thing is a notification will not come up for the donation, and I want to be very clear with you about that. No, I didn't. Marcus Reed, no, someone was asking. No! I think there's Hedge I think has the link to it there. And I'll open up. I should still have the Streamlabs dashboard on here. Maybe. Hang on. You're too good to me, lads. You really are. Zata says, once to 8 show appreciated. We get no! Too much! You're too nice. Yes, I accept all cookies. Yes, I do. Yeah, I will say, like, I know there was the whole kerfuffle with OBS and Streamlabs, but I do really like the Streamlabs widgets still for some things. I just find them much, much more straightforward to set up. Like, I feel like the dashboard they have for that kind of stuff is great. And it's a shame the way everything went, you know? It really is a shame, in my opinion. Now they did get rid. They did stop using the OBS name. They started calling it Streamlabs Desktop. But I do remember. I do much now prefer the OBS software. Like, it is so much lighter on the stream PC. It's really easy to use once you get it all set up, you know? Can we show our appreciation, slightly used gold bars? You're gonna have to tell me where you got those gold bars. You're gonna have to tell me. Oh, goodness. I reckon you could probably get replacement springs for the DSi online. I know it's a bit of a wait now, but, you know. I want to see the real OBS. I said the real OBS. Perfection. Oh, world map. Hoity. It's very... Hoity. Toity. No. No. No castle piece. Or wall, or whatever it was. Nook Miles, maybe? Oh, Hoy is Dutch! I did not know. Now I know. I don't know why I never clocked that as being Dutch. I don't think they add anything new here, do they? It's just the same stuff all the time. That's okay. I've gotten quite a lot of it so far. Oh, you found the spring! I'm delighted for you. An air horn sound. Hello, how are you keeping? Come in, come in, come in, come in, come in. I love that emote. Like, I actually can't get over it. What gets in my brain? Can we get a shout out for Milky? Who I don't think is here at the moment, but they do art streams, and I think they play. They've been known to play a video game, but they definitely do. Oh, it's two I's. It's Miilkei. I think that's the one. But they do art streams. It's very nice. I don't get to hop in very often because, you know, time zones and whatnot. But they're very good. They're very good. First try. I won't tell anybody. We could try making a snow person. Snowman. Snow boy. I have a lot of snowflakes gathered up, so I'm not too fussed about getting perfect large snowflakes. So we could just see what happens if we make a slightly imperfect one. I know they don't tend to be too impressed. But we could just, you know. Just a little bit of mess, you know. Little messin', little messin', little messin'. Make one where the head is tiny. Yes, we can. Super Magic Box says Streamlabs requires you to sign in with Twitch or YouTube or Facebook. Yeah, that is the only thing. The full amount does go to me if you're donating that way, just so you're clear on it. But they do ask you to sign in. Not entirely sure why, but they do. Maybe it's just to put your username in the message. I don't honestly know. I do not rightly know, but thank you so much for trying. I really appreciate it. That's very kind of you. Holy moly. Roller Twitch says the Animal Crossing snowfolk are the biggest violators of the whole beggars can't be choosers phase. They really are. They're like, you created me. You ruined me. But you know, after a day or two, they're like, you know what? Actually, I kind of like this. I'm okay with this. Let's make a top-heavy snowman. Let's go. Tangy's singing! Right, let's... Hang on, let me... Yep. There we go. Let's see if we can ruin this. Oh, it's actually... I think they're too small to... I think it's too small to interact. Oh, no! Oh, no! What have we done? I feel kind of bad now. Oh, God, do you know what it looks like? Hang on. Hedge, thank you for the bits.
Rotund.
You know what that looks like?
Goomba from Super Mario Snowman.
Poor guy.
It's not always about the snow, Spider-Man. It's about the Mets, baby, love the Mets. Alright, let's get a home run, let's go Mets, love the Mets.
A little off, no! Excuse me, the snow around my eyes is melting. He's crying! He's so upset that he's having a little snowman cry. What if we made it worse? Wait, I pressed the wrong button. Perfect. See, isn't that better, Snowman? He's a good sphere, I have to say. He's a good sphere. We do love it. Now that's kind of scary. For some reason, when you're using the fisheye lens, the face, it looks less like a smile and more like more eyes. It just looks like he has extra eyes along his face. Don't know if I like that. Because now it looks completely normal, but from that angle, it looks like they're all eyes. Biblically accurate snowman, exactly. There it is. An aluminoid. How could you say that? What a horrible day to have eyes, and what a horrible day for the snowman to have 6 more eyes than expected. Ah, what's this? Fossil. There she goes. There she goes. Actually, do I still have a... Why is there a... Hang on, there's a gift on the beach. I don't know where it came from. Why is there a bunk bed on the... Oh, maybe I shot down a present and then got distracted. Wouldn't be the first time, won't be the last time, I assure you. Hitcha. Where's the tangy clip? Yes, if you do exclamation mark tangy, there it is. That's the clip. That's when it happened. That's when it went down. It's a gift from Poseidon. Oh, our star fragments! I nearly forgot. All of our star fragments. Look, millions of them. Millions and billions of star fragments. Let's go up this way and we'll come back down. Oh my goodness. Oh, let me update you as well. So, our sub goal last month was to do a marble stream with a course where we go for an hour. Would you be okay if we finish Lego The Hobbit and then we'll do that on like a Wednesday, Thursday? Because I really want to play more of The Hobbit the next 2 days. I'm not trying to rush through it or anything. I just, you know, I don't want to get distracted for too long. But then it gives me a little more time to... Oh my god. I thought he was moving out. Why is he want to call me Rutabaga? What is a Rutabaga? What the heck is a Rutabaga? He wants to call me a turnip! Fine. Fine. See you later, Rutabaga. In a while. Haunts. In a while, crocodile. Is he from the tax bureau? Is he not? You should accept a nickname. A nickname like that doesn't turn up often. Doesn't turn up often. Oh, Lord.
He wants to call you a turnip because you're the most valuable person in the game.
Maybe that's true. In a while, chamomile. See you later, alligator. In a while, Pinking, hello, how are you doing? In a while, turnip dial. Please set your turnip dial to evade tax. And Caroline, welcome back. What have we done in the last, like, hour? I don't remember anything. New holiday tale. Rutabaga and Chunky the Snowboy. But not Chunky, because we know what happened to Chunky. Oh, we know. Poor Chunky. Do you know we could go out and design another house? Just chip away at that DLC. We could. We could do it. Oh, first batch of cookies are done. I'll have one. If you want to throw it really far, I think it'll make it across. All the way down. Or up, or over, or whatever way it needs to go. Oh, let me in. I want my DIY. Let me in. Let me in. You know what happened to Chunky? He's alive and well. Maybe he is. Maybe he is. I will check my mail as well in a minute. Up to something. Oh, up to something. Always up to something. Zaz says a cookie makes a good frisbee when you think about it. I mean... Not if it's the way I make cookies when I make them properly, which is it leaves them quite soft. I think if you threw one of the cookies I make, unless you let it sit and cool down for like 2 hours, it would just kind of disintegrate. After this is a lot of I will never know peace, will I? No peace will I know ever in my life. For each day I am terrorized by all of you. Each day of my life. Every waking moment. I have to get the other 3 in a minute. I have to make shapes. I have to make space. I'll throw these 2 gyros over here. Hang on. You love it. Hey, look, I'd have nothing to complain about and nothing to do if you didn't terrorize me a little bit, you know? It's why the mods occasionally bully me. I mean, it's only a tiny bit, but wouldn't we be bored otherwise? Oh, goodness. And we have a shark close-up. You give me 1 minute. I'm going to get the rest of these. And then we're gonna have a close-up of shark. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Oh, this guy's going mental. Look at him go. Look at him go. Now, we have it. Hoi! We have it right here. 1 shark. Brittany Bob has requested 1 close-up of the boy. 1 close-up. Here he is. And you know what? He love you. He do. He love you very much. If you've never been here before, exclamation mark, hugshark. He love you very much. Oh, his little iron nose. He has been through the wars. And he still love you. Shark, don't get too close to that camera. The camera arm is still a little, wobbly, let's say, after Dave messed around with it yesterday, so... Oh, we are very close to 52,000 hugs. We're getting there. We are absolutely getting there. Alright, let's open the gifts from... Athrodusk. Oh! Castle Tower! Oh my god. The candle wall. And the castle wall. And the castle gate. And there's one more to open, but I need to go upstairs immediately. This is very important. And Jazzy JD, hello! I hope you're all ready for something very important. We're going upstairs. We're going to the squeakoids. This is very important. But we're gonna put the lights on for a minute. Oh, my pockets are full. Hang on. You ready? That's so good! I think the music nearly makes it better. Hang on. Let's get a... What's a good track? A good appropriate track for this. Nah. You see, I like pondering, but I don't know. Do I have KK Dirge? I do. You ready? Oh, Kamehime and Hydromes, are you ready? I don't know what they're trying to summon, but they sure are going for it. But I think I know what we really need here. Where is it? Oh, it's all the way up, all the way up. We know this is what we actually want. It's too good. It's too good. It's too good. What's the name of the summoning circle on the ground? I've already forgotten the name of it. I think it's like magic circle flooring or something. You give me 1 second, I'll check for you. It's so good. So good. Let me change it out for a second. I'll get you the name. Hang on. It is Magic Circle Flooring. There it is. Friendship ended with Rhombus Squad. Now Circle is my best friend. Rhombus Squad had a good run of about 20 minutes. Vibing. Oh my goodness. Hang on, there's one more thing I haven't opened as well from After Dusk. We need to put these outside. Hang on. Sapphic Vember, hello! How are you doing? Come in, come in, come in. Are you well? Are you very, very well? I hope you're well. Very, very well. I think I just got a spam message on Discord. Weird. Strange. Oh no, I didn't. I didn't. I think someone just like slapped their phone. It's okay. We've been there. We've all been there. But yes, so the flooring up there only works if you have the candle wall as well. I'm pretty sure. It does work if you have mats on it, I think. Actually, you know what? Let's go back up and test this. Why not? Sorry, I feel like my brain is slowing down as we go through the day. I'm gonna hold on a little longer because I'm having fun. Liv Piv, hello! How are you keeping? Come in, come in, come in. Are you well? I hope you're very, very well. Now, where is this mat? That's the wrong one. Rug. Where's the rug? Hi, Travis. Thank you for 95 bits. I thank you very, very much. Whereas I think I went past it. Here it is. Oh, two of them. Two of them. Wait a second. Yes, you can see it coming through the rug. Look at it. It comes right through the rug. Oh, that's brilliant. That's really good. In that case, I'm going to leave that rug there. I quite like the look of it. That's so good. Ah, it's so good. Love it. Love it. You love to see it. It's so good. Liv Hiv says, last uni semester. Oh, started my last uni semester yesterday, so I'm feeling excited and nervous. How we're doing? We're doing pretty good. Pretty good overall. Ah, that was my neck, to tell you the truth. I hope you're doing pretty good too. I hope so. I hope so. I had something I wanted to... Oh, yes! Castle walls. We want to put these castle walls outside. Me, won't make any cursed rooms in my home. Sees magic circle flooring. Hey, the magic circle flooring is just... It's just pretty good. It's just very good. Oh, yes. Yes. Yes! Yes! Alright, we got two of these. And I think there's a tower in here as well. I remember. There's a wall. I don't know where I'm intending to put this castle, but it can maybe live here for now. Where are the others? Illuminate tree, illuminate snowflake. There's a tower somewhere, I think. Did I imagine the tower? Oh, it's Castle Tower. Here we are. Look at this. Bowminator says, I put the L and R buttons the wrong way around. No! It happens. It happens to the best of us. It's okay. It's okay. We're not here to judge you. This is good. This is really good. Hotaba, hello. How are you keeping? Come in, come in. I hope you're having a good Tuesday. Ah. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I mean, I'm not going to leave it all here, but I do like it, and I want to keep it. I do. I do, I do. Right, we have so many. I have so many things in my inventory. I'm going to just go and get these fossil cysts and sell them for Bell. Have that. Hotep says, first time joining the stream with my... Oh yeah, your new computer. How is it? Is it working fine? Are you feeling good? Are you having a nice time? I hope you are. I hope you are. As someone who also confuses left and right, I feel you. Oh no, you poor chicken. I often confuse my left and my right as well, to be fair. Like, every day of my life I confuse left and right. It's tough. It's tough out, lads. Right, I'm going to assess these fossils. Gonna have this and this. And that's probably more to dig up, but look, we'll get them eventually. We'll get there eventually. Hotema says it's really fast. It goes vroom vroom in all video games, so I can use the ultra settings. Oh, yes. Feels good, doesn't it? It feels very, very good to be able to just turn the settings up in video games. Oh. Shuya says, where is the melody from? Which melody? I might have missed something. I'm sorry if I missed something. Do you mean the song that When I Talk to Blathers, like my town tune? Oh, me... my island tune. It's a song by Middle of the Road called Where's Your Mama Gone? A lot of people know it for the bit, Where's your mama gone? Where's your mama gone? Little baby doll, little baby doll. Last night I heard my mama singing the song. Ooh, chirpy, chirpy, cheep, cheep. That's the song. I do and I don't know why it's my town tune. Because it's not really one of my favorite songs. But it's stuck in my head the summer that I played Animal Crossing New Leaf for the first time. And it stuck in my head so aggressively that I ended up just making it my town tune. And it's been that in Animal Crossing ever since. Hedge says Sugar Daddy Atherdust delivered. So many bells. So many bills. Belfort says it's an après ski hit in Austria. Wait, really? Really? That's so wild. I didn't know if it was, you know... I didn't know if people knew it or not. I just heard it a few times, like, way back years ago. Oh, I didn't have KK Flamenco. Now, look at that. Oh, this reminds me of Phoebe's house. You know Phoebe the Phoenix? She's an ostrich. And her house is all fire and everything. This is kind of a banger, honestly. On that note, I keep forgetting to check what KK Slider song is in the Nook Shopping, and that's probably how I've missed out on so many. I don't think I even have this. I'm buying this. Athrodusk is the people's billionaire. It's true. You can Google the German version. Riest de Hute ab. I'm really sorry. I'm really not great at all at pronouncing German. But I try. I try. Okay, if you need me to send more castle walls and stuff, you can make a castle I can provide. Oh no, you're grand. Thank you so much. I think I might have enough to get myself started at least, because I still don't... I don't really know where I want to put everything. I'm still figuring that part out. That was good. Thank you. I'm trying. I'm trying. Okay, I'm going to do something that's going to be a little tough. I'm going to take down the iron bars, so I'm fairly satisfied with all of the DIYs I've gotten so far. But I'm not going to sell them. I'm just going to put them into storage. Because I'm probably going to set up that wall again sometime, but I want to use the... I want to be able to run around the beach for a while. I miss being able to run around the beach. Oh wait, no, I didn't learn that yet. Chat. The blue walls are really pretty, the pink ones are nice, but the blue and white are very, very nice. They're really lovely. Oh, we have a birthday! Today, on this birthday, we have a birthday on this day today. And you know whose birthday it is? Ty, do you know whose birthday it is? Do you know? Do you know? Does anybody know? Happy birthday, Tig! It's your birthday! Hey! Hey, 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 hey! Happy birthday! Happy birthday, Celtic Tiger Cast! Oh, have you anything good planned for your birthday? I hope you have. I hope you have something good. My aged heart can't handle this energy. It's too much to handle. Oh, goodness. Your day that is the birthday. On the day. On the birthday day. Day. On the birthday day. Day. Day to day. Nice food. Ooh, nice food. Maybe something on the weekend, which you may or may not be hearing about shortly. I will keep my ears out. I'll keep my ears open. Oh my goodness. Happy... I love womb eviction anniversary. It's very visceral, but you know, it's very literal. It's true. Julian, you going for a nice walk? Do you want me to ruin your nice walk, Julian? No, I won't do it. Not today. Ah! Talk about instant karma. Oh my god. My knuckles. That's what I get for taking the mick out of the haunts. Tyke says, I was born by C-section. They want to be out there ASAP. They're like, no, he's got to go. He's got to go. We got to get him out. Oh, dear. Aspen, hello. How are you keeping? Are you very well? Are you very, very well? I hope you are. I couldn't stay around for very long last night, Aspen. Did you have a lovely time? I hope you did. I hope you did. After says, I'll let you know the castle tower's 350,000 bells. If you need me to send a few of them, I'm more than happy. Same with the gates, 125,000. Holy moly. After thank you so much. I might actually take you up on the offer. I'm going to try and plan where I want to put them all. But I had been trying to get my hands on those for a while. Thank you so much. You're all so good. What'll I do with you? Don't know what I'll do with you. If tearing down the walls with beach access, you can put the gaps with floating Mario blocks. I was actually thinking, I think I just kind of want to open it up for now and I'll figure out what I'm doing later. But I was really impressed when I heard that the floating Mario blocks are tall enough to block the balloons and you can still walk under them. So I might look to do something like that in future instead. Just, it looks a little more elegant, I suppose. Aspen says, thank you so much for the radio yesterday. It made my day, and don't worry about not being able to stick around at all. We had good times. I'm glad you had good times. I'm really, really glad you had a good time. You love to see it. You love to see people having a nice time. Oh, that's exactly my inventory full. Let me just throw some stuff in storage. Yeah, that's why people make the big walls on their beaches. Now, some people also place stuff like that on their beach to make Gulliver appear only at the front of the island or whatever. Now, you put it in a little closer, but I think it works the same way because you can't spawn on the bars or on anything that's laid down here. Now, usually people use smaller items, but I think it works the same way. Reaper of Anarchy, hello! I literally just got up, but I want to hop on and say hi. I've been loving your streams. Keep up the amazing work. There is something in the air today, and yesterday, and recently, and pretty much for the entirety of the time. You're all just nice. You're all nice. You're all good. You're all nice. Oh. Ah! Reaper of Anarchy, I hope you are having a good start to your day. A very good start to your day. It cannot be appreciate cake hours all of the time. We need to take a breather now and then. No, you. No, you. Also you. And you too. Oh, look at that. Perfect. You are the thing in the air. I'm where? Oh, the moon is out. It is 4:20 and the moon is out. Hello, moon. Hello, moon. And the sun has set. Is that a challenge? I wouldn't dream of challenging anybody here. You see the moon as well. Can anyone else see the moon outside? It do be out there. No. Sapphic Vampire says, oh, look, you can see it over the graveyard. That's quite cool. I'm so sorry. My nose is just so itchy. I'm going to pass away, and it won't even be peacefully either. Ah! Ah! I'm actually going to just rip my entire nose off. I'm losing my mind. Like, I'm actually... Oh! Okay. I'm okay. I've made a full recovery. Full recovery. I'm okay now. See, if I blow my nose, sometimes it actually makes me worse. You know what? Give me like 1 second. I'm gonna go try blowing my nose. Give me a second. I'm gonna try and blow my nose. And you put those appreciate cake hours on hold. I swear to God, you listen. You can't be non-stop. I cut myself off by accident because I had my hand hovering over the mute button. I just did it twice in a row. You know what? I'll be back in a minute. Guys, I was walking through the kitchen and I got jump scared by the back of the Cinnamon Toast Crunch box. Look how terrifying that is! For some reason I just didn't notice it before and I was walking back through the kitchen. I've only also just realised, like, I've only just noticed all, like, the little lads.
I would tell you a joke about quarantine, but I don't think you'd get it. It's an inside joke.
Apples, thank you for the bits. I'll be back in a sec. Now that I'm recovering from this. Alright, I'm here. I'm here. I'm present. I'm here. Right, we got rid of the wall of bars. What is this? Appreciate cake hours. I appreciate all of ye. How about that, huh? How about that? Yeah. You better feel appreciated. Appreciate it more! Listen. Gonna fight. Oh, Thomas is gonna be lurking a bit, so I have a good stream. Gonna be playing the Witcher. Oh, Witcher 3. The funny you should play the Witcher 3 on your new PC, because the very first thing I played when you know the laptop I used for my baking streams, it used to be the Stream Machine. When I got that, that was good. It's still very good. It's just lived a very rough life. The very first game I played on that, on high settings, was The Witcher 3. It's great. We appreciate you first. Well, maybe I appreciate you first, huh? You wanna go? You wanna go? You wanna go? Hang on, I've disrupted the flow of my hair. You wanna go? Yeah, you wanna go? I've made my hair worse. You know, I actually own hairspray. I bought myself one of the, you know, the little Elnet hairsprays. I bought myself one of those about 7-8 months ago. I haven't used it once. I just forgot I bought it. So my hair just does whatever it wants. Not that, you know, going outdoors in Ireland with hairspray, you might as well do nothing to your hair because the wind is too strong. It will just rip straight through your hairspray. Josh says, fun fact, The Witcher 2 at max settings is harder to run than The Witcher 3. Really? Is it just maybe that's not optimized, or... That's mad. Let's go get our fortune told. We'll get our captain tour, and then we might visit somebody else. I'll fight the Irish winds. But in all seriousness, like, I used to wear makeup every single day to college. I would dress nice every day, and it felt really nice. Like, I'm not like, oh, I put in so much effort. Like, it felt really nice because I was able to, like, set myself a schedule and do it all at my own pace. But my hair used to drive me mad because, one, at the time, I hadn't realized that my hair is curly. Now, my hair's a mess today, but look, that's part of life. So my hair would be frizzy in the wind, and I hated styling it because I didn't like at the time. I hadn't learned to love my face the way I love it now, you know? And my fringe would always flap up like that in the wind when I was walking. And no amount of hairspray will stop your fringe flapping up and like splitting in the middle when you're walking in Ireland. Because that wind will hit you out of nowhere. It'll just go. Keisha says, I want your hair, it's really nice. As did, thank you. I've gotten very, very happy with my hair because, you know, I have honestly, like, for the last year, yeah, it is a year now, I have, wait, get myself comfortable. For the last year, I have been cutting my hair myself, and I've always done my color myself, but I have creative control over my hair, and it's been pretty good so far. I cut my fringe yesterday, and I can never get the corners perfect. I usually have to touch it up after a couple of days, but considering my hands were shaky, I was really nervous about the Minecraft thing yesterday. It's not bad. It's not bad. At least if I mess it up myself, I haven't paid like €60 to somebody to mess it up for me. I wouldn't mind finding a hairdresser to go to, but I'm always nervous, you know. Did you cut it? Did Dave attack it with his beak? Dave offered, and I politely declined. Say your colour to it yourself. Yeah, I do my own colour. It actually needs to be touched up at the minute, but yeah. How do you cut your hair yourself? I put it in 2 plaits in front of me. I cut straight across, and then I touch it up as I go. I cut up into it a little bit so it's not like... And from there, you just kind of have to pray. I know it's uneven. I know it's very uneven, but because my hair curls a little bit, I can kind of get away with it. If I had straight hair, like poker straight hair, which not a lot of people have, it's probably the rarest hair type, I don't think I'd be able to get away with that. Or at least it's rare in this part of the world, and it'd be rare for anyone I'm related to. I wouldn't get away with it if that was the case, but because I've got that wave and the bit of curl to my hair, it doesn't have to be perfect. Gotcha. Let's get our fortune told in the other... Wait, what'd she say? Oh, I'm not at the front enough. Okay. There we go. Cake is curly fries fair. I actually do. Like, I have some... Now, my hair is a mess in the minute, so it's hard to show you, but... Like, the front here is just kind of gone, like, spaghetti at the bit. It's like... But I have, like, some big curls. And every so often, I'll be, like, brushing my teeth. I'll be looking in the mirror, and I'll find, like, one really big curl. I'll be like, oh! Ah! And I never knew they were there until, like, maybe 2 years ago. Because I always thought that you had to brush your hair through all the way, all the time, every day of your life, like every 6 hours, and just, you know, that's so many people had frizzy hair, but a lot of them have curly hair. Not everybody, but a lot of people do have curly hair and they don't know it. Magpie has always thought you should natural hair color. Yes, 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 success. I get away with it because I'm a bit pale, I think. I mean, you could obviously dye your hair whatever color you want to. You can make it look good, but I feel like I've gotten a little lucky here. Swank. A lost seagull sailor in need of help. His shipmates, who usually just read and ignore his messages, they respond right away this time. Okay, good luck with friendship. I don't remember what that means, but it's good. It's good. Cosmot says, over the weekend I'm getting a haircut after 2 years. Time to return to the fit. Gonna dye it back to brown and copper. Ooh. I remember you said you'd grown your hair quite long and it was doing alright, but like I would love to have my hair long. but it is just so much upkeep and so much effort, and it's heavy and it gets everywhere, and I want it long, but when I cut my hair short like maybe a month or two ago, I was just like, wow, this is so easy. And it's not super short, like to here it's got a bit of length, you know. I can still plait my hair, I can still tie it up, and I still have a bit of length in it, but it's just so much easier to deal with. The visions mean it something. Yeah, she's usually referring to the kind of luck she's going to diagnose you with. I'm gonna say diagnose you with. Oh, the candles wall is here. Can you believe it? Kuro says, I bought some new earphones earlier because I only had cheap ones for €1 and the new ones are so nice. The difference in sound quality is extreme and everything is so nice with them. Yes! I'm so glad. Everyone deserves a nice, comfortable pair of headphones or earbuds or whatever you have. Everyone deserves that. Everyone. I don't think there's anything new. Oh, wait, no, wait. Actually, it refreshes Monday, doesn't it? Give me one of the candles wall. I will, of course. I'll hop back over in 1 second and get... Oh, that's a nice little satchel, though. I'm getting the satchel. I diagnose you with luck. Diagnosed with death. Cosmat says it's down to below my shoulder blades. It's also incredibly thick. I've twice the number of hair per follicle. It's dense. Holy moly. I says that's a lot of upkeep. A lot of care. For a lot of hair. Keisha says, I haven't had mine cut in 2 years. I dye it myself and I'm red. I want a full fringe, and that's what I had when I used to bother getting it cut. I don't think I dare cut it myself. You really do have to have nerves of steel to be able to cut it yourself, and a good hairdressing scissors. You can't do it with a kitchen scissors. You would do well to shell out a couple of quid, get yourself, like, it doesn't have to be fancy, just like a good sharp hairdressing scissors, and do it like little bit by little bit. It's made my life so much easier being able to do it myself. Especially in the last 2 years, because I wouldn't like to be going in and out of hairdressers if I can avoid it, you know. I'm okay, thank you. Balfred says I use in-ear monitors for gaming. It's so crisp and awesome. What's an in-ear monitor? I feel like I know what it is. It's not ringing a bell in my brain for some reason. Kura says I had to walk through a little nearby forest and saw some deer. Oh, I haven't seen deer in the wild in ages. I know they have deer in Phoenix Park, but, you know, I haven't even seen those in years. Oh, like ear monitors, like the professional ones. Earbuds, but fancy. Ooh, that sounds nice. Very nice. Staffing Vampire says, I lived in Dublin for 3 years, still haven't been to Phoenix Park or the zoo. Do you ever forget how absolutely ginormous Phoenix Park is? I think it's is it the largest city park in... I don't know if it's the largest city park in Europe. Hang on. I'm going to look this up. I'm trying to look it up on a map that won't dox me. Hang on. If I can I go incognito tab for maps? I think I can. Yes, I agree. Yes, okay, I can. Oh my goodness, stay on web, leave me alone. Claire, hello, how are you doing? How are you getting on? So, let me show you. This is right here in the middle. So, this is Dublin. This is Dublin City. This is the city of Dublin. Alright? Dublin City. Very cool. That's Phoenix Park. Look at all of that entire green little section there. That is Phoenix Park. It is absolutely enormous. It is as big as the city centre, if not a little bigger. It's huge. It is absolutely enormous. It's bad. Like, honestly, like, it would... I have gone through it several times in buses and cars and stuff, because there's a few roads going through it, but it's largely just fields, and it takes a while to drive through it. There's an entire, like, the president lives there. There is an entire zoo. Wait, watch this. This'll really mess you up. Hang on. There is an entire full-size zoo in Phoenix Park. Like, a big zoo. It only takes up that little corner there. This bit, like that there, that's the zoo. This is the park. Corvus has it here. Phoenix Park is the second biggest park in the city in the world. It is huge. Huge. It's gorgeous as well. Like, there's loads of monuments. There's the US ambassador, of course, has to live in Phoenix Park. There's Oris Nook Sharon, which is where Michael D. Higgins, our president, lives. There's the All-Ireland Polo Club. There's loads of stuff. Visitor Centre. Ordnance Survey Ireland. Oh no, lads. No, lads, we might have a problem. Do you know what else is in Phoenix Park? At least they have an easy meeting space, you know? Oh, goodness. They really have it all. There's also, I'm trying to find it, there's a really nice, oh, Farmley is actually technically outside, I think. Farmley House and Estate is huge on its own, and that's actually, you have to go through Phoenix Park to get there, but it's not like in the big green area, you know? Hyper fresh chair, I just love the, oh. Oh, Farmley is technically in the park, because on the map, for some reason, it looks like, oh, it's in the bounds. I suppose that makes sense, yeah. And Farmley is, like, another big load of grounds, and that is another little patch of green outside that. Like, it's absolutely huge. I thought you were going to say they moved the Spire to Phoenix Park. I have a couple of suggestions of where they can move the Spire. I think they should pick it up, and they should stab it straight down through Dáil Éireann, so that they can look at it every day, because they love it so much. Anyway, moving along. Moving swiftly along. Cake, may I have your attention? You have my attention. What's going on? What's going on? Can I get the money we wasted on it back? Oh, I wish. I wish. Type. Oh, go on. Okay, you know what? This might be the end of my life, but I'm going to trust you. Type those coordinates in maps. Go on. I'm not showing this on screen in case you're about to do a thing. Wow, geez, 406. Go on, let's do this. 4282. Dude, this better be worth it. 96. I'm scared. 3733. I'm scared for my life. Minus 6.2386. 505. This better not be something lewd or rude or crude. 929 174. I think I'm missing something. There's nothing here. You just brought me to the Swords Road. In Street View? What am I looking for? I can't, what am I looking for? Oh! Okay. We're in the right place. Furry Road would have been a very different film. Oh my god, it is the crossroads of the Furry Road and Sword. Look, there is, because there is a place in Dublin called Swords. The crossroads of Furry Road and the Swords Road. Ha. Ha. I don't know what to do with myself now. I don't know what to do. I think I've been past there maybe once. I've definitely seen the name Furry Park before, and I just kind of forgot about it. Now I need to get this. Oh wait, I do have a slingshot. 2022 is the year of standing up for furries. They're just having fun. For the record, they are having fun. We do not actually bully furries here. We do not. As long as you're having a nice time and being, you know, having a fine and good time, then why not indulge in a hobby you enjoy? But this is still pretty funny. Like, I mean, you know. Oh, goodness. I'll be honest, right? Posting chords and chaps is like a beautiful idea. I think we should refrain from it. Yeah, maybe let's not make a habit of it. We won't make a habit of it, but it was good for that. You could have just said that was a place, though. Like, you know. Because I kind of forgot that existed. Obviously, don't dox yourselves or other people, or I will send Dave after you. He won't be impressed. Dave takes online privacy very seriously. Which is why you don't you know his full name, but you don't know his swag, not his story. I always forget I can't put those away. Oh goodness. My brain is actually starting to get a bit tired, lads. I think no, never mind. There was something I wanted to do. I think I was going to visit someone, actually, but my brain is actually just starting to really, really feel kind of deep fried. Like, I feel like I keep losing track of the conversation. I will resist. Real talk about furries for a second, says Incurrent Screaming. Some of their suits are seriously impressive. I wasn't surprised to see some of them are air-conditioned. Oh, some of them are air-conditioned, from what I hear. Some of them are actually air-conditioned. Or they get little, like, built-in fans and stuff, which is really, really cool. I want to stay on with you longer today. I know we haven't been here as long as usual, but I feel like I'm overheating and too cold at the same time. So I'm maybe going to go and have something to eat. But, lads, you're wild! Thank you very, very much for another lovely day. I'm sorry I didn't get to visit more people. I don't know what it is. My brain is just... I actually just feel like someone has dried my brain out in the oven. Not to be weird about it, but that's kind of what it feels like. I feel like I can't concentrate on anything properly, so I might have a nap. Whew, brain melty, honestly. Like, I can't... I think it's just that I have this headache, like, right here, so it's kind of hitting me weirdly, you know? I need to take my brain out and run it under a tap. Exactly. Exactly. That is it. That is it. Now, I need to see... Who can I leave you with today? But lads, thank you. Oh my god, today's been a bit mad. Thank you so much for all the subs. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for being real good. And thank you for being very kind to me all the time. All the time. Every day. Alex Burb, thank you for the bits. Ah!
As we often say, health first. And don't apologize. It's all okay, smile.
Thank you. I thank you very much. I thank you very, very, very much. Here are some links for any new friends. If you'd like to join us over on Discord, head on over, get yourselves in. We would love to have a chat with you. Just be nice. Be nice. And I need to see who I'm going to leave you with. Where will we go to? What are we feeling? I think... You know what? I think I know who's on who could look after you. I think I know. Let me... Wait. Is this stream working? It is. I just accidentally paused as soon as I opened the window. Alright, lads. I'm going to leave you in the good care of Queen Rowlet for the rest of the evening. Lads, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for always being very nice to me. Continue to be nice to yourselves. I might hop on the Minecraft server later if my brain's a little less deep fried. But until then, thank you very much! Thank you very much. I will see you tomorrow. We're going to be going back to Lego The Hobbit tomorrow and the day after. And the Marble stream that I promised you, we're doing that next week or when we finish Lego Hobbit, whichever happens first. Thank you. Goodbye. Hey, 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 hey.